We're live. Almost caught Stevie. All right. I'm not going to say doink because it's not Friday, so I can't say doink because it's not Friday night. So here's my daughter out in the kitchen. Here's my daughter out in the kitchen saying doink.
Nice.
Okay, so that's pretty funny. What's going on, everybody? Stevie, how the hell are you?
I am awesome.
Oh, you know what I need you to do, Steven? Somehow or another, because I can't do it. I already tried like 10 times. You got to send Norm a chat. You got to send Norm an invite.
Oh, okay.
If you'd be so kind. Good evening, everybody. Stumper, I sent it to you. Just to let you know. So right off the rip, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say I'm sorry. I didn't have this last night. It was last night was a rough night for me. So I got home. I told Stevie this off air. I got home, and I was watching something on Vietnam. Sorry. I got home, and I knew it coming home. I was just like, wow, I'm tired. And I sat where I'm sitting right now, and I went, oh, no, this ain't going to happen. There's no way. So I made a thing on Google that there wasn't going to be a chat. And then I watched 3 videos, short ones, and I fell asleep during the 3rd one and woke up in this chair about 3 o'clock this morning. So.
Surprise, surprise.
Right? Me falling asleep on YouTube. Imagine that. But anywho, what's going on, Stevie? For those who just didn't know it yet, Stevie just put out his video on his Rugers. That was a cool video. I must say I do like the piano music early. Not to give it away, but
I can't find any good music. Any good.
That wasn't a shot. I was being dead ball serious.
Oh, I kind of like it too. But
2 of my favorite instruments is the sax, the bass sax, and the piano. Both of which I couldn't play if I tried. But love them both. Love those instruments both. But I wasn't being a wise ass. I was being dead serious when I said it.
No, I like it too. I'm trying to find some hardcore rock and roll, but there ain't any on my free stuff.
No.
Damn it.
That's like a cold mountain doing a cold night.
Yeah.
I hope everybody's warm because I'm going to tell you something. Between Stevie and I, let me go over here and see. Excuse me. Let me go over here and see. I'll tell you exactly. We're down to 25 degrees right now in my town. So yeah, it's freaking cold. I don't know where everybody else is, but finally got some cold weather.
First cold snap of the season.
Yeah, if you guys watch Quagmire at all, right? He just put out a video today. Lunch in Southern New Hampshire. He was supposed to go to the White Mountains. He couldn't go. He usually does a trip to the Whites each time. But anywho, he couldn't go, so he went to Southern Vermont instead to scout out some tenting sites and hammock sites and all that. Anywho, ice on the lake. Little sheet of ice coming down the lake.
Oh.
So yeah, it's the Northeast finally got the cold. I know that you guys are cold out there in Michiganda. I know other people
right around 30.
You know, so we're at record lows. All right, so let me do a little rundown here. And once again, for those who just watched for the first time or listening, they may not be in the live chat. I mean, the live chat is on the other side, and I just read the people out that come in the chat room and leave the chat room. I usually say goodnight to them when they leave. So if you're watching this on a delay, on a tape delay, like tomorrow, what have you, or whenever, that's who I'm referring to when I blurt out names. So first tonight, the DSW Outdoors. How are you, dude? Great to see you. Stump was coming in here. Oh, there he is. He made it.
Yep.
Of course, Stalker Steve's in here. I gotta tell you something about your buddy there, Steve, beside you in a minute. HRM Weapons. How the hell are you? Wouldn't be a Friday without prepping to endure. Prep, how you doing? Oh, it's 28 degrees down with prepping. So yeah, the whole Northeast is just sucks tonight. Our good friend P NASCAR is with us tonight. P NASCAR, how are you, buddy? I hope things are well. Great to see you. All right. So before we get into all whatever anybody wants to get into, so we were talking about Stevie's video, Stump, and so I, like in this video when he's Moxie, and so in his video, don't forget to send Norm that invitation.
Yeah, I did.
And, all right, and can you send NH Trapper one too? He's probably out with the new chick, but you never know. But it's fine. You gotta do what you gotta do. I'm not making fun of him. Well, I am, but I'm not. Anywho, we were talking about Stevie's videos. Okay.
Yeah.
And he said on the second one that was kind of on the video. He said it was kind of hard to group. And I was explaining to him that guy was, because I was at a range today too. Right out of the box, guy bought a friend of mine bought a muzzleloader right out of the box from a pawn shop. Pawn, P-A-W-N. P-A-W-N. Pawn shop. Okay. Right out of the box, he's four inches off. I was like, that's 4 fingers off. That's you're right there. And Stevie said his was going like 8 inches. I goes, hey, a fucking human being is 8 inches. And he goes, up, you're right. He goes, and then you know what Stevie said? Stevie goes, unless you're shooting at Stump.
I did not, you bastard.
Imagine that. So I'm yelling at him.
I gave you a rebuttal. Stump knows better than that.
I'm yelling at him. I'm like, Steve, you can't be saying that. He's not even there to protect himself. He's not even there to stick up for himself.
Well,
I'm
when it comes, my personal opinion, when it comes to a handgun you carry,
yeah,
21 foot, which is your, I believe, universal rule of engagement. They got to be within 21 foot.
Somewhere along those lines.
At 21 foot, minute of angle is some useless bullshit. It's called minute of man.
Yeah.
You're hitting a target that is typically 2 foot by 2 foot.
Right.
Yeah, and like you said, unless you're shooting at me, then the vitals are still in that 2 foot by 2 foot square. But there's a lot of other meat you can fuck up and piss me off.
Right.
No, but
you up a little bit.
But you're right, though. It is something like I'm with you. 20 something, whatever the hell it is. No, the other thing is that sometimes I watch these videos with guys, and listen, I'm not knocking anybody's video. I'm just saying, for me, okay. Again, just for me. Some of these guys, right? They get too wrapped up in the fact that if they shoot 5 rounds and all 5 rounds had a dead center, that there's something wrong with the gun. Oh my God. You know what? No.
Well,
if you're shooting out of a rest, and you got one up here, one down here, one over here, you have a problem.
Yeah, and that problem is more than likely you need to clean your bore.
Exactly.
Or work on your basic fundamentals, because I guarantee you, even the cheapest fucking high point out there is more accurate than any human being is shooting freehand.
But my point is, they're all worried about getting 5 shots in a freaking circle this big. Okay? Right. When again, like we just talked about, most human beings are this wide.
Oh, yeah.
So you know what?
Yeah, that whole thing of, the mindset of you should shoot 20 rounds and have one hole just a little bigger than the projectile itself, where they've all overlapped or cut the same hole. That's all fine and dandy if your shots you're taking are, say, 800 plus yards away. At that point,
Yeah.
that little discrepancy equals 3, 4, 8 inches at that range.
Yep.
But like we were just saying, up close, like Steve, I think in his video said he was shooting at 10 yards.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, those targets you're shooting there, what, about 8 inches across? Maybe 10?
Yep.
8.
Yeah. You can hit an 8-inch circle 10 yards out with a handgun that you're carrying for defense.
That's a dead man.
That's a bullseye.
Yeah.
Right on.
And that's what I said to him. I'm shooting I'm shooting 50 yards out, right? With my muzzle loader today. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like whatever, 2 inches above the fucking dead nut circle. Okay.
Right.
First shot. Second shot, I went half inch to the right of that one. On the third shot, I tried to make the nose, but I went too far south. But I still hit the red, so if we were playing dots, I was still hitting the cork. You know what I mean?
Right on.
So, but I'm like, same thing, right? 9-inch dinner plate. It's a dead deer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, that's something that, that precision marksmanship, what you're getting at, multiple rounds, very small, tight grouping, all in the bullseye, or relatively close, say, 2-inch group.
Yep.
That wasn't really designed or intended to be a standard for your average person. Okay. As I recall, back when I was shooting the Garand in the DCM competitions, which is a military sanctioned competition, 300 rounds, 100 rounds standing, 100 rounds kneeling, 100 rounds prone. Possible highest score is 300 points. The only way you get a point is to hit a bullseye. Target's 300 yards away. You know how big the bullseye is?
Well, the size of a fucking the head of you. Yep.
It's an 8-inch circle.
Yeah.
You'd be amazed how hard it is with a good gun with an optic
to see that far.
300 yards. Yeah. I mean, my theory is, for hunting purposes, putting meat on the table or getting somebody off of your ass, yeah, if you can hit an 8 to a 10-inch circle at 50 yards with that handgun, you're doing amazing.
Yep.
10 yards, you can keep an 8-inch circle. You saved your life or your wife's life or your kid's life or your dog's life or whatever, Yep.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. I agree 100%.
And before anybody starts thinking, well, something's just saying, accuracy is not important. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you have to look at the end result of what you're trying to accomplish with the situation you're in. Okay? Here again, somebody's attacking you 10 yards or less. As long as you can hit something the size of a human being, I don't care what anybody says. You don't have to drop that person dead in their tracks. A big old chunk of hot lead's going to hurt like hell and make most people want to stop fighting. It's just all there is to it.
It's like I said to a friend of mine today. Okay? Most people, because we were talking about the 380s and,
Mm-hmm.
So, and I said, here's what people don't get. These guys that say, oh, 380s are fucking, my 10-year-old kid shoots that, And here's what people.
It's a 9mm light. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
And so but here's what I say, right? I say this. Somebody's entering your home that doesn't belong in your home, and you stick that 15 feet away from his head. I'm certainly going to guarantee you that some bitch isn't going to look at that freaking thing and go, is that a 380? Is that a 22? Do I have a shot with this gun? I'm pretty sure, because let's face it, right? Let's face it. 90-something% of your home break-ins don't have guns.
Right.
Okay? So, they're going to look down the barrel of a gun. You really think they give a rat's ass what caliber it is? And I haven't met...
In that situation, Mike, it could be a 17 HMR revolver, but if you're the one looking from the muzzle
that's my point.
That sucker looks like a 105 howitzer, dude.
Well, that's my point. My point is that the people aren't going to sit there and go, Yeah, what they're gonna do is shit their pants, because I haven't met anybody yet that loves getting a gun pointed in their face.
Right.
So, hey, G Mangles, what's up, kid?
Double G.
I haven't met anybody that's like, yeah, you'll hear the tough guys. Oh yeah, the guy point. Let me tell you something. You're surprised if and you walk around the corner, there's a gun pointed at your head. I don't want to hear how tough somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People watch way too much fucking television.
I'll be honest with you. You pull a damn BB gun on my ass, I'm going to give you all the room in the world that's necessary to get to a point where I can't whip your ass for doing it if you don't kill me with it.
Well,
that shit's gonna hurt.
Damn right.
I pretty much, probably a couple of years back, I pretty much almost beat to death somebody that pointed a gun at me.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, Mike, and I goes, he put that gun down. He says, no, it's not loaded. I says, maybe you didn't hear what the fuck I just said.
Famous last word. It ain't loaded.
I go, put that gun down on that table. I says, because if you don't, I'm going to come over there and crack you square in the skull. Mike, you don't have to be so. I says, yes, I most certainly do, because obviously you're an idiot.
Yep. Excuse me.
You know what I mean? People are just, you can't be careless with guns.
Exactly.
Sorry, folks. People want to call me Safety Sally. People want to call me what you like.
Hey, call me a Safety Sally when it comes to a gun. My ass is still alive. I ain't shot myself yet.
Exactly. So, anywho, so that's the deal. Stevie's got his videos out on his gun, on the Rugers he just got. Very cool videos. Of those two guns.
Very cool guns.
And I'm very sympathetic for the pinching of the hand. That shit sucks.
Well, I hadn't got that far. I just, you know, I wanted to make fun of him.
You've watched part of the video.
No, I watched the whole thing. I watched the whole thing. I wanted to ask him how his little boo boo was, but you know,
dude, I tell you what, on that cold meat.
How'd that feel? And there's Craig Dweller. Craig, how are you, brother? Good to see you. And I just watched Craig's video tonight too. We were just mentioning that a little while ago.
That's definitely a factor when it's cold, huh, Steve?
Don't pinch.
But yeah, so that must have. So for those that don't know what they're talking about, we don't want to give it away. Fuck it, we'll give it away. So Stevie, you tell him you did it.
No,
right, you should have the scar to show.
Stevie went to reload. He does the old. Okay. Well, the problem was the mag, when it went back in, took this part of his hand. Okay, this little fat part of your hand, on a nice blistering 30 degree afternoon in Michiganda, and went pinch. So I can only imagine how that felt. So I'm with you.
And you know, all of us have done that crap in the past. You know, it's just like when you're on a bike at a red light, you got the clutch in, you're in first, you rev the motor. Well, all of us do it at the range. You know, you put a new mag in, you don't just push it. You smack the piss out of that damn thing.
Right.
So I mean, he pinched the shit out of himself. I guarantee it.
That's the first short-handled pistol I've ever shot.
It makes you really love a full-size frame, don't it?
So that is a cool video. Like I said at the beginning of the
chat, I believe is the word you're looking for.
Yeah, mine's racing because I'm awake tonight, so I'm not like, you know. See, something interrupted me. See what happens now? I lose my train of thought. Oh,
it's my fault you're being simple?
Yeah, like I said, want to see another cool video. Not about guns or anything, just lunch out in the southern Vermont woods. Go check out Craig Dwell's video he just put out about half hour or so ago. Cool video, as always. Cool video. Yeah, because Stevie and I were talking about how cold it was, and I was watching, like I said to Steve, geez, I was just watching a video of that ice across the freaking lake. Nothing you can't walk on, but I'm just saying, just because it's cold. I have ice out here in the friggin' county line. How the hell are you? Good, riding. Good to see you too, my friend, as always. And I forgot to shout out our good buddy, Uncle Cow. Good to see you. And I'm sorry, I told you I'd catch up on my video with you. And I still have 2 more to see of yours. I did see the one with you with the new chair. That looks cool.
Thing's badass, ain't it?
Isn't it though? Isn't that cool? It's like he said in his video. So for those of you who don't know what the hell I'm talking about, right? Go on YouTube. Go to the location bar. Just type in Uncle Cow. That's it. It'll take you right to his channel. Okay.
Yep.
And for those of you who don't know, Uncle Cow he's a good friend of ours.
Damn good friend.
And he now has a power mechanical, I think is what they call it, wheelchair.
Yeah.
I meant to ask him if it comes with snow tires.
It's actually got like a form of knobby tires on it.
Yeah.
Like
and I don't
like
let
the
people
old dirt bikes used to.
Yeah. And you guys don't get mad at me for just saying that, and don't say, Mike, that's kind of cold, because it's nothing I never said to him.
Right.
He's a good guy. I'm just happy for him that he has that now, because it gives him more places to go. It doesn't. What's the word I'm looking for?
It gives him a lot more freedom. It gives him more mobility.
Freedom to do right.
Yeah.
More mobility and more freedom to do other things and go to other places.
Right.
So
the battery life on those things is like a continuous, like upwards of 20 hours. So like if there's a pizza joint he wants to go to, say 2, 3, 4 miles down the road, he can bundle the fuck up, mash his little joystick. No fucking horrible innuendo intended, but he can roll his ass on down there and never break a sweat. I'm happy as a motherfucker for the man.
I am too. So for you guys that, again, go to Uncle Cow's page and you'll see what we're talking about. Oh, Stevie, you did text me back. Okay.
Yeah, it took me a minute.
That's all right, because it takes me a minute to, because you see my friggin', whoops, I almost did it again. There's no numbers there anyways. See my glass though? Oh, that's a little bright. Anyways, my glass is shattered, so it's kind of hard. Anywho, so yeah, great day today. Had a lot of fun. Oh, and for my good friend Flan, I love you. This is just for you, sweetie. Just for you. Can you read that, Flan? Can you tell me what that reads? What does that read, Flan? It reads Boston Bruins.
See, county line logging out there's eating backstraps tonight. His son got a 10-point.
No, he's not.
Congratulations.
Oh, you fucker.
Oh, that's awesome.
Congratulations.
Good for you, county line. And good for your son. That's freaking cool.
Hell yeah.
You know what, Gia? Bro, Mikey, don't pull a hickbilly tonight. What's a hickbilly? No. I slept good. Gia, they're saying that up north, too, in Maine. They're saying that one of the guys I was with today is on a forum, and he said the deer in Maine, everybody's getting bucks left and right. Left and right, people are getting bucks. So I'm not leaving until the Sunday after Thanksgiving. So hopefully my vacation starts at approximately 4 o'clock. Well, I'll probably leave early. My vacation starts at 3 o'clock, maybe even earlier. Who knows? The 22nd of November. That's when I am officially on vacation.
Nice.
So, and where is my... Can we rewind this? Because I feel like a moron. You know why? Because I did it yesterday. Because yesterday was the United States Marine's birthday. April 10th, 1775. Or March 10th, 1775, excuse me. No. What the fuck am I saying March for, you moron? November 10th, 1775. The Marine's birthday. Happy Veterans Day. To all the veterans, thank you. I don't know what else to say other than thank you. Thank you for those that are still with us. Thank you for those who unfortunately aren't with us. Just thank you for your service. I think it's great. Across from the range I was at today, little honeydew donuts. You know, like it's like a Dunkin's, a chain for those who don't know what it is. Anyway, it's a chain coffee shop, and free coffee and donut for every veteran for Veterans Day. Now, it's a small thing, but you know what? It's a business, and they really can't give everything away for free. You know what I'm saying? I just think that's kind of cool. Drove by a couple of people's homes that they made flags out of wooden pallets, which I thought was kind of cool. And then you see like the vote, I call them vote for me signs. And it said, thank you, veterans. And one was red, one was white, one was blue. People getting creative. I thought that was kind of nice,
Right.
But
yep.
Man, I still got to chill up my spine.
Gee, you gonna send that truck up to me yet, or what? You still owe me a pickup, don't you? Gee, man, he goes. I told him when he was doing the used cars there, he had a friggin', what was it, F-250G, right? Was it a 350? I told him, I said, Jesus Christ. He's like 7 hours away from me. I had to drive down to get that in a day.
Hold on. G's in the car business now?
I don't know if he still was, but I don't know if he still is, but he was.
Well, Mike, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask him a question, and one of y'all will have to tell me the answer, obviously, because with the phone thing here. But, y'all know the wreck, the insurance crap.
Right.
It's got me feeling like the third monkey in line for Noah's Ark and it's starting to rain. But I think I found a pickup. Just kind of want some opinions on if it's a good deal or not.
Okay.
It's a 99 Chevy Silverado. It's got the 4.8 Vortec in it.
Yep.
It's got 20-inch aftermarket chrome wheels on it. They look like very large versions of the old Keystone aluminum mags while I used to run in high school. Damn near cherry mint fucking condition. I mean, the truck's been going through. The body's straight. The paint's good. No rattles, no leaks, no rust. Dude wants $6,000 for it.
$6,000 for a 99?
Yeah.
How many miles are on it?
104,000.
Here, that's a good deal.
Yeah, but $6,000 for a 99?
Yeah, that's true.
That's a lot of money for a 99. That thing's almost 20 years old.
Dude, this thing looks like it's about 2 years old. I mean, it's been beyond taken care of.
I think it's all right. Listen, here's my opinion. Okay. I think it's too much.
Okay.
I just do, my brother. That's a lot of money for something that old. We're not talking, you're buying some, 1988, or some, 70-something Chevelle that you always want. You know what I mean? That's one thing.
Yeah.
You're not buying a muscle car. You're buying a fucking pickup truck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But now keep this in mind too. The insurance company for the '86 Ford that got totaled. Y'all seen pictures. That wasn't what you call a pristine pickup by no means. Insurance adjuster's giving me a little over $4,000 for that truck.
Sweet.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's not counting the lost wages and all that crap.
All right,
that's just the truck.
We have a couple of comments out there for you.
All right.
HRM Weapons. And by the way, HRM, if I didn't get you, hello. How are you? I think I did, but if I didn't, hello, my friend. He says it's 4.8. Junk.
Mm-hmm. Really? Damn.
Gear Grind says $6,000 for a Chevy. PG said too much, unless it has I say? 4180 tranny or a manual.
It's that other thing.
G Mango says give him 2,500.
All right. Appreciate it.
And
Half
then,
ton or
and then G
3/4?
Mango said to call him.
One of y'all got his number, can text it to me. I don't have his phone number.
I'll do that, G Mango. So I'll put it in the internal for him.
Well, that ain't gonna do me no good either, there, Mikey.
Oh yeah, I'll text it to you.
All right, appreciate it.
PG wants to know 3/4 or half ton or 3/4.
3/4.
And PG also said 4.8s are great engines. So you got two people that both ends of the spectrum on the 4.8s.
Yeah.
All right. What?
What I'm looking on at 4.8, I mean, it looks pretty good. You know, like I say, it's nice and clean. There's no ticks. There's no rattles. You know, got my ear down there nice and close. You don't hear anything in the valve train rattling, ticking. I mean, I seriously, I can't find anything wrong with it. I've tried because, you know, I did. But, yeah, I'm a firm believer as long as you take care of them, you know, the oil and shit, the filters and all, they'll do all right. And this is just something to get to and from work. It ain't like I'm trying to build another hot rod or a mud truck or nothing like that. So,
Right.
Is it?
But yeah, I was thinking 6 might be a little much.
Mr. McCloskey.
For where I'm at, because of the rust and the salt, $6,000 for a 99 with no rust would be a decent deal. It's high, but it's still a good deal.
Yeah. Well, this thing's zero rust. I mean, I give it that. But you know, we don't have the salt issue down here like y'all do up there.
Right. Uh-oh. Mango's saying he sold Chevy for 10 years.
Do what now? What was that, Steve?
G Mango says he sold Chevys for 10 years.
That's kind of one of the reasons I wanted his 2 thoughts on.
All right, PG says 4,500 and hope it's a 4x4. Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. McCloskey says, sorry I'm late. No worries, brother. Great to see you. Got back from fishing on a charter boat. I hope you caught something, brother.
Right on.
Stump HRM says you got to go to Rock Auto and get parts cheap. And there was another one in here too. Oh, Partisan Gorilla says 4.8s go 400 miles on them, no problem, no problemo.
400,000.
400,000. That's what I said, isn't it? Or did I say 4,000?
Oh, you said 400.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My bad. I read it improperly.
He's awake. His brain's out running his mouth.
HRM, you guys, you make fun of me if I sleep. You make fun of me if I talk too fast. Bite me, all right? HRM Weapons says 3,800. So you get in between 3,800 and 4,500. You know what I mean? $6,000 too much.
Okay.
Right? Anywho,
I appreciate it, Joe.
2 keepers, black sea bass and lots of dogfish. Be careful with the dogfish because I don't know if that particular species of shark does this, but there are a lot of sharks that when they piss out their skin. Don't laugh at me. I just found this out too. One of the because I wanted one of the fish, and he's like, "I'll do this one." He says, "But there's a bunch of sharks that piss out their skin, so don't think you're gonna eat a shark. You're gonna eat a striper or a friggin', you know."
Right.
PG laughs when he says, "Hey, get ready to replace the trans." But anyway, yeah. Hey, knock yourself out, Stumper. Whatever you think is.
I mean, I thought it might be a little much. That's one of the reasons I was asking what everybody thought. And
you don't want to spend
that's one of the cool things. One of the cool things with this chat, you know, literally look at the variety of people we've got in here, man. I mean, you got from Maine to Florida to California, you know, all the way up there in
Montana.
hardcore Arctic Circle, Yankeeville, Arctic Circle bullshit. I mean, we got people from everywhere, so it gives you a lot broader overview of a lot of things. You know.
Yeah. No,
I do. I appreciate the advice, y'all.
You're welcome. No, I mean it's another thing. Another reason why I love this chat is we can talk we can talk just about anything you want from A to Z and backwards.
Right on.
They are good. I mean, let me see. Passing religious said I've been looking at those years 99 to 2003. I know and got a lot of info on them. All right, so there you go. So it's not like he's pissing out the window. He's doing his homework on it. You know what I mean?
Right on.
Yeah, I swear to God, Sierra, it's wicked funny, but yeah, that's what they told me. They piss out some shark species piss out their skin. I don't know how. I thought they all pissed out their little peepees like everybody else does.
So you're saying it like wicks through their hide? That's how they expel it?
Something to that, something like that, I guess. And what it does is apparently it makes the meat taste rancid.
Yep. I seen one documentary. I think it was up in Greenland or something. There's some kind of an Arctic shark they catch. And in order to eat that fish, they have to hang it and let it cure so the ammonia goes out of it. Otherwise, it's poison, basically.
Fuzzy, how are you? Fuzzy Fork 8. Stevie, he left a message out there for you.
Oh, I don't even want to see those prices.
PNASCAR's, hey, Stumper, PNASCAR says, I got a 2003 GMC 4x4 step side. 5.3 with 57,000. I turned down an offer for 11 grand. Oh, it's going too fast. Damn it. Turned down an offer for 11 grand for it a while back, but it's in mint condition. And what would it cost to replace? I will keep it.
Right.
The cost exactly. Gig Rider says, when I bought my truck, I heard a light knock. I ignored that knock because I had a chubby for the truck already. To me, it was worth the $1,625. Come tax time, ain't sure if I'll replace the engine.
Wow. That happened to me on my very first car I bought on my own. I got a hard on for a 1972 Grand Prix. 400 in it. And my dad tried to talk me out of it, and I bought it anyhow, and took it home, putted around the neighborhood a little bit, and my ride to work, which was 60 miles, fell through, so I had to drive it to work. I hurried up and got it legal. The first long trip on the road, over 10 miles, that sumbitch was smoking so bad you couldn't even see the traffic behind you.
Oh, God.
So right out of the box, I had to rebuild the engine. Still didn't give up on it, though.
Right. That's one I'm guilty of with a few cars and trucks in my past.
Yep.
Not having no sense to say, okay, that's enough. Get my losses. Nah. I'm that dumbass little damn sink $6 grand into fixing a $200 pickup just to get to work the next morning. You know.
Well, I didn't have a lot to do and no responsibilities, so that was my first ever engine rebuild, and that thing come out cherry perfect.
Cool.
I ended up trading that motor for an AK-47 back in the day.
Nice. Hope it was a damn nice AK, or else you got raped.
It was a nice AK, and it was back in the 80s. Shit, I had driven that car, I bet you, 15 years.
Oh, nice.
And the body was falling apart, so.
Right on.
HRM Weapons says, just don't buy the Carolina Pride sandwich ham from Walmart. In 2 days, it smelled like it fell out of a gorilla's vagina.
Well, as someone who has as someone who has worked for that company in the slaughterhouse, because it's here in Greenwood, South Carolina, I can tell you after walking inside of that place, he's right. Don't buy jack shit from there. No.
And Camera Girl just said, "Oh my God, my daddy just said vagina in front of me."
Poor little girl.
I think I'm the guy that told her what she had. Anyways.
Yeah, let's don't go down that road on this chat, please.
I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, Carolina Pride's here in Greenwood, and that place is just fucking filthy. God almighty. Everything about it's nasty.
Stump, if the guy, here's what I would do. I'd walk up to the dude and say, "I'll give you 3,800 cash."
Yeah.
You know,
I was thinking like, somewhere around those lines, yeah.
You know, if he's like, I mean, I like being honest with the people because I just tell people flat out, dude, that ain't worth that much. And then they'll say, well, I had to put this in, I had to put that. It doesn't matter how much. You can put $80,000 in the car. It doesn't raise the value of the car.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just.
Yeah. Ask some guys who build hot rods.
Same thing with a house,
God,
right?
Yeah.
It's just the only thing that you can do to a house is add a bathroom and put it, well, up. Again, I'm talking about up here where I am. Okay. Up here where I am, when you want to add to your value of your house, put another bathroom in it. It doesn't have to be a full bath, and be a half bath.
Yep.
And fence in your yard.
Yep.
Okay.
But so here's the thing. You do that bathroom add-on, like you're saying, a half bath.
Yeah.
Throw in the fence around the yard. If you really want to go the extra mile and get the price up, do a real nice kitchen remodel. You're going to spend $100,000. But the drawback is you've only increased the value of the house by about $20,000 as far as the selling price, you know?
Right. Fuzz Fork's got a good one. Spam won't let you down.
Nope.
Damn straight.
I haven't had Spam in a while, but I miss it. I had Spam and eggs. The last time I had it, it was with my eggs.
Yum.
I love Spam.
Right on. Play that in a damn pack, and you fuck up and you don't make it back home, or whatever. You got to spend the night in the bushes. Damn can of Spam, some really good shit. Long about dark 30. You're hungry and you're cold.
Yeah, no shit.
Damn right. Even if it's just little chunks of it cut up with your knives on a damn stick held over the fire, that shit's awesome.
Gear says, my truck is charcoal gray and black, just like my first full-size pickup truck. Love those colors. Love that truck. It was sold to me as soon as I seen it. I'm with you, Gear. You know what? I've had gray and black. Oh, I thought you were talking about girls. I'm sorry.
I did not know that was coming.
Watch. They might be sick.
Peanut Scott said trucks are expensive. Peanut Scott says trucks are expensive if they are well kept and maintained. You will pay up for it. You will pay up for them because they're trucks. I just think that $6,000 for a 99 is just. Why don't real men drive pink trucks? Oh. PG says all new brakes, little rust, can't see it. There's a small hole about the size of a dime in the rear differential. Some scratches and some minor dents. 265,000 miles, 5,500. Minga.
Wow.
So you wouldn't get that up here. I don't know what it is up here, but they don't.
It's all the salt and stuff y'all put on the roads, dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean it's nothing personal against. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing personal against y'all. It's just the location.
Yeah, Stevies don't last long. You know, anybody north of the Mason-Dixon doesn't really last.
Right. Now, see, north of me, they use more sand than they do salt, and their vehicles will last forever up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the roads are in better shape, too.
Yep, and we have signs all over the place on these roads. No salt zone, no salt zone. And you hear these people that, I can't ride on that road, there's no salt zone. They didn't salt it. So what? They still sanded it.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, when I was working for the city down here, we several winters, for us it was a really bad winter. A lot of ice. We don't get snow, we just get ice.
Right.
And that's all we done. Take the sand truck out. I mean, the steep hills. We'd sand the crest of the hill and probably the lower third and probably, I don't know, half the length of the incline before you got to the hill. Put sand down there so that, it'd cut the tires somewhat, and as the vehicles go through it, they'll drag it on up the hill,
Right.
But yeah, we never put down salt for shit. We just throw down a lot of river sand and let folks have at it.
What do you get? So your cold weather is what? Friggin', let me see. Ours is probably 100 days tops. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, it is. It's like from now until like the second week of March, because we don't really get, I mean, at night it does, but we don't really get days of friggin' 20s and very low 30s in March.
Yeah, like down here, our
early March,
winter, I mean, like, even during the day, never getting above, say, 20. We probably get
a week or two.
I don't know. No, about 8 weeks worth of it.
No.
Maybe 10. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Usually you guaranteed December and January and part of February, even high noon during the day, it's not going to get above 30, 32. Yeah. And on average, you're looking at probably 15 to 20 as far as a low, day or night. But, we have the occasional, 13 down to minus 13, during the day.
Yeah.
Really?
Like I said, we don't get snow. We just get ice.
Right. Huh. That's funny.
But we get it for, like you were saying, a lot shorter length of time than what y'all do.
Yeah, we get it from now until, like I said. Pink trucks don't rust.
Yeah.
It's because nobody takes them out of the garage.
I'm with you, Gear. Get the forget the Crown Vic. Get a friggin' F-150. You can't go wrong. You really can't. You really can't go wrong, though. I mean, it won't kill you on fuel. It won't. I don't know. That's just me.
I can't tell you from experience, you can go bad wrong with a 77 Dodge Power Wagon full-time four-wheel drive. That will fucking financially ruin your ass just trying to go to work in it.
Yep.
Well, anyway,
I mean, you can get a little one. I mean, you can get the what's the Chevy? Was it a Cheyenne or some shit like that?
Like, do I really look like the sort of fellow who will remotely fit in a compact pickup?
I didn't think it. I didn't think it a Ford Ranger. The Cheyenne's bigger than the Ranger, for Christ's sake.
You ought to see this damn rental car they gave me. It's a Nissan Altima. Ain't that what it is, bud? Yeah, friggin' Nissan Altima. Dude, going down the road, I feel like the crack of my ass is about that far off the asphalt.
Don't you hate that?
Yeah, some bitches got a killer stereo, but that's about the only thing about it I really like.
I get claustrophobic in them little shits.
No.
Yeah. Well, it's weird, man, because, like, the rearview mirror is right here where you can just reach it and adjust it like you should. But the bottom of the windshield, dude, you hand me a damn yardstick and I still can't touch the bottom of the windshield if I'm sitting in the suntitch.
Yeah.
The bottom of the windshield is like a mile away from my ass, and you can't see the front of the damn hood. It just nosedives. Fuck.
Yep. Try cleaning that.
Yeah, right.
Fuzzy says, get a truck that you can haul some illegals in to pay off the new truck.
There you go.
See,
Go buy a
Fuzzy's always
U-Haul.
thinking. And
I don't know about you.
HRM says get an Expedition.
No.
Get one of the old ones. Those are the best ones, anyways. I shortened them up. I like the old one. The ones that when they first came out, they were huge. The 44-gallon tanks in them.
Football field in the back seat. Yeah,
it is. It's a football field in the back seat. Heated seats. You know, fuck that. Those things are the bomb, man.
Yep. I like the old Suburbans the state used to use. You know, from the late 70s on up to the early 80s. The damn things were 4-door extended bed pickup trucks with a camper cover built in. Fucking massive, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. PG, a tree Geo Tracker. There you go. V-Borg, how the hell are you, my friend? Great to see you. Thanks for coming in tonight. Always a pleasure.
Right on. Well, I didn't mean to totally redirect the whole conversation. Let's get back to Stevie and the new Rugers, man.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, that sounds like a rock and roll band, Stevie and the Rugers.
Right on. Yeah. Might have to dust off that guitar there, Steve.
Yeah, the freaking drum set in the back room.
The drums, that's right. I'm like Mike, brain mouth, not connected tonight.
Yeah, brain mouth ain't work for me.
Right.
I'm really liking that 40, man. I shot my buddies last summer, and he had a little 1911 stubby in 40. And man, this thing so snappy and it kicks and blah blah blah. And he goes, "Here, shoot it." And I thought it felt great. It was like a push instead of a snap. So
a lot of what that is. How do I say this without coming off like a total fucking asshole? A lot of people don't know how to hold a semi-automatic pistol or even a revolver for that matter. They're way too low on the grip. You know, the further below the bore axis your hand is, the more leverage you're giving that firearm to have that muzzle flip.
Right.
You get really high up in there with the beaver tail and all this, like you're supposed to. You'd be amazed how much more controllable damn near any caliber handgun is.
And more pointable.
Yeah.
It goes where your hand and your eye line up.
Yep. Like I said, if that's your, the backstrap of your pistol and that's the little beaver tail-ish area, if you're here, dude, you're screwing yourself.
Right.
You get so far up in here, it's actually just a little uncomfortable right there.
Yeah.
That's where you're supposed to be,
Well, the way that Ruger's built, and I don't mean to sound like a fanboy, and I haven't shot a lot of semi-automatic pistols.
Yeah.
But that thing was so freaking comfortable. It felt like you were holding a damn pillow in your hand. Because all the corners are nice and round, and where you get up under the beaver tails, nice and round.
Yeah, the ergonomics on most of their semi-autos it's really nice.
Right. There was no sharp edges.
Yep.
Fuzzy, were those the piano wagons? Same thing.
I'd love to have one of those.
No shit, right?
The pre-van vans.
No, but Steve, to get back to what you were saying, I don't look at it as being a poster child or anything like that. I look at it this way. When Johnny had the conundrum, and even when he didn't, we were on JT. Him and I would always go round and round. I even did it one night on my chat, on this chat. I put, okay, vote Mossberg or Remington. But you know what? It gets back to what your preference is. You know what I mean? You like the Kruger brand, for what you are looking for what it does for you, not having any issues with cycling or anything like that. You're happy with that brand,
right?
Go with it.
Well, I'm the kind of guy.
I say fucking go with it.
That.
I say that's where I'm kind of an oddball. I don't I'm not brand specific across the board. Okay.
Yep.
Shotguns, huge fan of Mossberg, except for a turkey gun. Then I want an old Winchester pump. I just like them better for a turkey gun. But skeet, home defense, whatever, Mossberg all day, every day, twice on Sunday. My,
absolutely.
My pistols, my semi-autos, I love the SIG. Oh my God, I love SIGs. But at the same time, to me, the most perfect handgun ever built is a 1911. And you have those anywhere from the cheap ass bullshit all the way up to several grand for a race gun. Anywhere in between. Pick the one that fits you.
Right.
It just, I don't know, and different rifles, there again, it's task specific. Like the Winchester Model 70, I like that in certain calibers for certain tasks. But my primary deer rifle is a very old Savage 110. Just because I like the way it fits and feels. You know what I mean? You can't get hung up on brands when you go to do stuff, man. You look at what you want that firearm to do. Yeah, look at what you want that firearm to do.
Right. I mean,
okay, see that category, look what's available in that category, your price range, and then what's comfortable to you at the same time.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what, like someone was just saying, the price for anything, whatever fits you, and then you go get it, and then you like it, then that's you. That's what you got.
Right.
Yeah.
And by the way, on the 1911s, my buddy's kid just got he didn't just get it, he got it last. He got it for Christmas. You get the SIG 1911?
Oh, they're sweet.
Yeah, it looks really nice. He ripped one off in the woods behind the house. He said, "It's Christmas, Dad. I got to do it."
Oh, yeah. Damn right.
I see a guy shooting a 10mm today. Looked pretty interesting.
Those are actually pretty fun guns.
Right.
I got that Mossberg 16 gauge that I inherited from my stepfather. I got to see what I can. I don't even know if I can fire it, but I'm going to look at it and see if I can fire it.
Well, bring your ass down here. You got all the room in the world you can want to shoot. Stand on the front porch, enjoy fresh coffee, and shoot skeet for 10, 12 hours.
If there ain't enough, I don't have a pickup truck to put all the guns that I can, because like I said, my brother and I, we got a lot of my grandfather's and my great grandfather's guns. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, my great grandfather's got the double barrel shotgun.
Oh hell yeah!
That's something else
put it out. And I'll tell you what, it is fucking sweet.
Oh yeah.
What else have we got? We got my grandfather's Mauser. It's an 8mm. Beautiful rifle. What else have we got? It's just, I'll just want to bring them all down with me.
Rent you a little small U-Haul truck.
Fucking right.
Couple 6 dozen damn moving blankets so you don't beat them up against each other, and come on.
Yeah, because I don't have cases for all of them, so that's not,
Let me see. A guy gets pulled over with a U-Haul truck full of rifles.
Full of rifles. I'm on my way down to Stumps. You're on your way down to where?
You tell them Stump Greenwood down in South Carolina, then they'll probably ask you for my real name. If you know it, you give them that. They'll run it, and they'll totally understand, dude. I promise you they will.
Oh, I can see it now. Be on your way, Mr. Delucia. Gitchy Gourmet Outdoorsman.
Haven't seen him in a while.
Great to see you.
Hell yeah.
Go down and get that clock mess and do it now. Jesus, camera girl's killing me. Oh, she's coughing all over the place. She won't get me the cough medicine for her.
Sounds like she's got a little cough starting to nag at her.
She gets me sick, and I don't wind up going camping. I don't wind up going hunting. I already told her I'd kill her.
NASCAR says you better have a lot of coffee, Stump. You ever seen all them coffee cans in my basement? What have you? I'm old. I can't
Trust
throw
me.
that shit away.
Trust me, we got you covered on coffee, brother.
Sounds like fun. I'd love to.
Hell yeah. We'll even go shoot one of the neighbor's cows and throw that bitch on the grill. I mean, hell, ain't no big thing.
Shoot,
Right.
it was cow.
Yeah, you know you're getting old when you have a debate with yourself every morning when you, well, should I throw the wire bread tie away or should I put it in the drawer and keep it?
I'm not quite that old yet, because of me, first thing you open that loaf of bread, that son bitch goes in the trash. First thing. Before you even get the first, 2-4 slices of bread out, unwrap that son bitch, it goes straight to the trash. I hate them motherfuckers.
I don't like them either, but I use them on my reloader because I'm too lazy to go buy the C-clip that goes on there to hold the shell. So I just wrap a bread tie around it and give it 2 twists. Quick change.
Almighty. Oh, you ever heard of a roll of tie wire for what, $6, 600
Yeah.
foot long, something like that?
Then I'd have to get the pliers every time I change calibers.
Oh, good God.
Not like I don't have a pair right on my reloading bench.
Exactly.
And
I'm slowly learning you need a regular pair, a pair of needle nose, and a good pair of curved hemostats come in really handy.
Right on.
And just to let everybody know, because Steve didn't tell everybody, so I will. The Trapper Shed is back.
Really?
Yep. See, Steve wasn't gonna let anybody know.
Yep.
Is it on now? Because if it is, I got to go.
No, it's not on now, you asshole. He didn't tell you it was on now. You nitwit.
Yeah, they had the first one Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday was
the
the first.
I hate I missed it.
It was good.
Downright enjoyable and educational.
Right on.
It was good. Orange juice.
Yeah, I went right from Miss Shalisa's chat right over to Norm's chat last Sunday.
Oh, I made Shalisa's. I didn't know Norm was doing one. You didn't bother to tell anybody, so
Yeah,
thanks, asshole.
Well, I didn't know either. It just kind of popped up.
Norman, Jen, and give me a minute.
Dave.
David, thank you. Don't make fun of me, Stevie, because I'm putting it out there for everybody.
Right on.
Heck yeah.
You drink my orange juice?
Speaking of public messages and shout outs, check out a lot of channels are switching over to a channel called VidMe. VIDME.
What's that?
It's just like YouTube, but it's supposed to be better for the guys, the gun guys and the hunting guys who are monetized.
Oh, okay.
And it's run by Google, not YouTube.
Oh, okay.
So it's still early phases. I went over there and put up my channel and put a couple videos over there.
Good.
It's
When's Mike? Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead, buddy.
It's kind of like the old YouTube style.
Yep. When is Mikey moving to New Hampshire? Not soon enough. Fuzz.
Well, Mikey's going to move to South Carolina. Y'all just don't know it yet.
Bullshit. If I move to South Carolina, I can put a bullet in the back of my head, please.
Yeah.
They're talking funny like you people. Hang on. I said that wrong. You people.
There you go.
You know, I don't want to get on there talking funny, and then I'm going to have to show everybody how to talk down there, and, Gig Ryan says if they're leaving YouTube, I say have a good one.
Right.
When YouTube gets straightened out, don't come running back. Yeah.
Most of them ain't leaving. They're just opening their options.
Exactly. They're not.
And it's, actually, I'm kind of tired of the subject. It's not like YouTube is censoring videos. It's just taking your money away, your commercials away, if you do stuff that isn't commercial friendly. Yeah. But if you look at their videos, there's still commercials on there, but they're not getting paid.
Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of nasty. So they flagged their channel, but they'll still run commercials with no money.
Right.
Yep.
But if you're not monetized, you don't have to worry about it.
Well, even non-monetized channels, they still run commercials on your shit.
Yeah, occasionally if you get some weird song, but or something like that, but not too much.
Yep.
I think the last couple of videos I made with YouTube Editor, they had a couple of little brief commercials on there because I use their music.
Yeah. Be right back, y'all. Hang on.
Right on.
All right. Sorry, I was watching a thing on the Ohio's show didn't stick. Peanut Scott says it's mainly the big players that are on YouTube that are moving in that way.
Right.
As they should. If that's the case, if they're going to be bothered like that. And Geechee has got snow, but it ain't going to last. He said it's supposed to rain next week. Yeah. Here's the best part. It is now 23 degrees here. Okay. Excuse me. I'm sorry. 24 degrees here. All right. And guess what? 22 degrees here. Look at it. It keeps getting worse. And guess what? It's going to be 51 degrees on Thursday. So you know what? I can't win. It's the weather is just... it's horrible. It's horrible, horrible, horrible. But for those people that have to move, hey, I understand. You're screwing with people's money and all that happy horse shit, you know, that kind of sucks. But you know, we talked about this with the NFL, right, guys?
What?
This is like the NFL in a way, right? With the NFL and not kneeling and all that, and you know, can the owner say, you know, everybody thought it was their First Amendment right not to kneel, and I mean to kneel or whatever. Well, same thing here is in that discussion, okay? In that discussion, it's not a First Amendment right because those stadiums are privately owned. Okay? YouTube, unfortunately, is privately owned. So unfortunately, YouTube can say if your channel has too much guns on it, too much sex on it, too much whatever on it, they can do that to you. Now, apparently this, what do you call it, Stevie? What's the name of this thing?
VidMe.
VidMe doesn't do that. So that's cool. Now, unfortunately, YouTube does what YouTube wants. It's just the way life is. It sucks. I'm glad that the larger channels have a place to go and they're not going to lose their money because we're going to come on and watch. So that's a good thing. Shell, how are you, sweetie? She's packing for Japan, leaving in 2 days. Yeah, Michelle's going to Japan, camera girl. She's going to see her daughter. I told you that already. Anyways, sorry guys. I know 2 conversations at the same time. You know, but 11 years old, gotta deal with it. 11-year-old.
Freaking Fuzzy's funny as shit tonight.
Still recovering. Michelle, I hope things are better. I saw a couple of photos on Instagram. Cool beans. I like them. You don't get nervous though, Shell. You'll be fine. All right, she'll be fine and you'll be fine. Just take a deep breath and call it a day. All right. I'm sorry, Stevie. What? I apologize.
Fuzzy's cracking me up tonight.
Yeah, Fuzzy's a good guy. I'm glad he's back. He haven't seen him in a while, and he's back. So that's always a pleasure. Obviously, Fuzzy's one of those guys like prepping. You know, since day one. Whoop. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Fuzz, seriously, how long has it been? Right? It's got to be what? Jesus, seems like forever now, don't it? And again, you know what? This is what I love about YouTube, and I love about these chats. I love about making videos. I love about watching other people's videos. We can communicate, have fun, have a blast, and you get to know people. So I don't know.
Right.
Michelle, she's trying to fit 100 pounds of stuff in a suitcase. Like the old saying, Michelle, you're trying to put 5 pounds of crap in a 2-pound bag. I understand. I understand. I hope you're not going on a flight where you have to pay for your baggage, though. Some of those airlines charge you an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
You know, when you have to weigh them. Oh, Fuzz, that wasn't very nice, buddy. Come on now. I know you are, bud. I know you are. But you gotta be nice now. Come on. She's already nervous and all that. She doesn't, you know what I mean? That's a long ride to Japan. My kid brother was going for 15 years. He came home a couple of times. He said it's a beat down of a ride.
Right. Best way to do it is try to sleep. Keep on your sleep schedule.
Yeah, if you can. Because think about how many time zones you're going through.
Right.
I don't know exactly.
Technically, don't you kind of get there yesterday? Because you go through so many time zones?
No, you're getting there tomorrow. They're ahead of us. So I know at certain times of the year, I know it's our daylight savings, so don't shoot me for the hour. But certain times of year, the baby's breech, so we might have to do C-section on our hands when I get there. Oh, I hope not. They're 14 hours part of the year, and then 15 hours the other part. Ahead of us. A day ahead. Yeah, 15 hours. They're a day ahead. Well, if Japan's on the same one as Guam, they're 15 hours. I don't know if they're in the same time zone as Guam, but if they are, they're 15 hours ahead of us.
Oh, okay. So basically you fly tomorrow.
So they're pretty much a day ahead. Michelle's right. They're pretty much a day ahead. Because 15 hours, I mean, let's face it, you're only off by, 9 hours for a day. So
I take it Michelle showed up and she's getting ready to leave.
Yeah, Michelle's here. Michelle's here. She's getting a little nervous. She's packing 100 pounds of shit in her suitcase. But she wanted to pipe in and say hi. And she said things were better. So,
well, Michelle, darling, look at it this way.
I'm sorry. I was trying to catch up on all the Facebook stuff. So, but I'm losing. I lost half that conversation that happened the other day. So I'll ask Stump later on what it was all about, and I'm sure he'll tell me.
But you know, Michelle, my only advice to you, Suge, don't even remotely bother yourself with all the what ifs and all that shit. All right? Just focus on the fact you're going to see your youngin', and fingers crossed, meet up with your grand youngin'. All right? That's what matters. Don't worry about all this other stupid, trivial bullshit. You forget something, you get there, guess what? They sell that shit in Japan too, baby doll. Okay?
When they do here, probably.
Yeah. So take your trip, have fun with your family, baby, your daughter, and the grandbaby.
That's all that counts. Yeah, so Michelle says it's 11:53 p.m. in Tokyo right now. It's 9:53 here. So it's 14 hours.
Sounds like
14 hours ahead. Huh?
Sounds like 2 hours to me.
No. Don't be silly. It's 11:53 a.m. tomorrow morning over there.
Right.
And it's 9:54 here. So 12 and 2 is 14. I know what she meant, Gia. They're going to try and turn the baby, but we don't know yet. Why? Why would they turn the baby? They never turned it on anybody.
The youngest got to be in the right position and right spot.
I get all that. I get all that.
Yeah.
But as long as the cord's not near the baby's throat or nothing, usually they leave them alone until the day the baby's delivered.
Yeah,
Am I right? Because that's what they.
Yeah, but sometimes the youngin can be so far out of alignment or position that the sheer amount of time it takes for that turn to take place, they kind of have to force it into going on first.
Oh, I'd hear you, because it's the little one was sitting beside me was and all of a sudden you have to sign this piece of paper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
so, yeah. And that was like that. We went in and everything was fine and Gina was fine and da-da-da-da. And then all of a sudden they come running out. Boom. And I just came back from having a butt. You need to sign this. I go, whoa, 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 whoa. First of all, you can't come running into me saying shit like that. Dress the way you are, because that just means that I'm going to have a heart attack.
Right.
Right.
So I said, what's going on? And they said, she's going to have an emergency C-section right now. And I go, just came in from having a butt. What are you guys talking about? She's in the regular labor room. She goes, not anymore. I go, well, I'm going in. So I got there, and like I said, I already told you the story, but anywho, yeah, so I know how quick those things can happen on a...
Oh, yeah.
Not very cool either. I mean, it's like, what do you call it to them? But to me, it's,
Yeah, for the medical staff, that's just some routine bullshit. For those of us that don't deal with that on a daily basis, that's some major shit to try and wrap your head around, especially in a hurry,
To them, they're taking an appendix out,
Yeah. Well, for them, they're going out for a cigarette. For us, it's like, holy shit.
Right. When my first daughter was born, I see that, after she's born and everything, and they're cleaning up her and tending to Gina and da-da-da, and I'm still in the room. And anywho, they're counting the gauze pads.
Yep.
And I'm watching, and Gina's like, what are you looking at? And she's like, she goes, oh, you watch them count the gauze pads? I go, yeah, why would they be counting them? And she goes, because they started with a count. They have to end with the same number.
Yep.
I go, not that I'm dumb in math. I go, why wouldn't they? She goes, well, in case they leave one in me. I go,
right.
She goes, Michael, I can't tell you how many times people got sewn, operated on, sewn up, right? And then, a day goes by and they get weaned off the serious, pain relievers and all that. Now they're just on regular Vicodin or something. And people are in their bed and they're hunched over and they're, oh, it hurts. And the doctor does one of these, okay. And they go and they open you up again. And they take out their friggin'
retractors and
whatever the hell it is, right? We used to use them
my screwdriver.
The hemostats used for roach clip,
Yep.
And they have to go get the hemos out of there or something. And she was a lot of times. She was, I'm gonna tell you something. She was a lot of times. I don't even tell them. She says, well, we'll go in and see what's going on. And then it's just a quick, she goes, they open you up and they go, oh, there it is. Or they'll do one of the portable x-rays. They'll do the portable x-rays, see where it is, and just go, boom, 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 Oh, yeah.
And you know why they don't tell them what they're doing? Because they don't want to get their fucking ass sued for malpractice.
But they say it happens all the time.
Fuck yeah.
Happened to a
Austin,
at work when he was a kid, and he's been screwed up ever since.
Geechee, good to see you, and you'll be seeing more on my channel as this time of the year kicks in. So good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Great to see you. I hear you there, Fuzz T Fork. There's a lot of that going on. Camera girl's almost sleeping, so that's a good thing. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It might be cold now, and it's going to get warm on Thursday, but I'm getting stoked for going away. I'm going to now that I found out, I got to find out a way to do a video on my phone and then one on my GoPro, but don't download the one. I don't know. It's going to be hard to. I have to figure out how I can put these two together. But yeah, so it's going to be cool. I'm going to take the GoPro, and it's going to be a lot of fun this year at deer camp.
Right on.
Looking forward to it. You know.
Mike, did you ever get some kind of editor?
Yeah, I'm still using editor. It never took me away from it. Guys, my last video I did, right? I don't know what it is on my phone, but I didn't edit it. I just went boop, and okay. But I use Movie Maker.
Oh, okay. I forgot about that.
I hear you, Fuzz. No problem, buddy. Fuzzy said he can't watch due to the browser, but he is here listening. So,
I promise you that alone we appreciate.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but I can't wait. So, like I said, I'm leaving the 27th as a Sunday. No, 26th is a Sunday. We're leaving around noon. My buddy's gonna go drop his kid up at the airport, and because his kid's going back to college. And then, you know where he goes out to college? Out in Ohio somewhere. It's Ohio, not Ohio State, but it's Ohio something. But it's all for guys that want to be mechanics or race car drivers or pit crew or all that stuff. But it's a college. It's Ohio. I don't know, Ohio something. Anyway, he goes out there and he absolutely loves it. So he's gonna take him to the airport, and then we won't be able to scout on Sunday. So we got Monday through Saturday to hunt. So we'll see what happens.
Sweet.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. There's already snow on the ground up there, so
nice. I need to go ahead and take a couple days off.
Yeah, it's
got my doe permit, so
there you go.
My chances went up with my pistol.
Right on. I'm pretty much going to take the whole month of December off to go hunting this year.
Sweet.
Yeah.
You buying another freezer?
No, I don't have to get another one. Access to them at work.
Oh, nice.
We yeah. You know, I brag about the outfit I work with. You know, the fringe benefits, so to speak. Yeah, that whole finding some processor lets you use their cooler for a few days, you know, to hang it. I don't have that problem. We got a 54-foot reefer trailer. That is the company deer cooler.
Right on.
We get together every other weekend. You know, any of us that got one hanging, every other weekend we all get together and go cut up meat. You know.
Nice.
So you
now y'all down there call it venison or deer meat?
That's just deer meat. Venison's something you fancy Yankee folks do.
Yeah, not me.
I just got a shit ton of it.
You ain't got Yankee in you. You got old backwoods Louisiana floating around in you.
I just got a shit ton of it. A buddy of mine gave me some.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like, brings out like 5, 6, 8 freezer bags. Dumps them at me. Here, there's some ground hamburger. There's some friggin' sausage. There's a shoulder there. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
And it was something you just said. That's the curiosity I've got for the northern crowd, that use the fancy venison and words and all that. Do y'all call it ground deer, deer burger, or deer hamburger meat?
I call it hamburger.
Yeah, we do down here. It's just it's deer burger. Yeah.
It's hamburger. Or hamburg. Yeah. What is that? That's hamburg. We put H's on the friggin' freezer bags for it. H hamburg. Oh yeah, ours roast.
S for steak.
S for steak. What do you call it? It's already gone. The backstrap. So you don't need BS for backstrap because the backstrap's already gone down the gullet.
So them motherfuckers already sitting on a smoker. What you talking about?
But that's how I do it anyways. I don't know how anybody else does it, but
just the little differences like that from region to region. Just that shit humors me. I find it interesting, whatever you want to call it. It's amazing how the few hundred miles in one direction from wherever you're at, the same thing is something totally different.
Yep.
Hey, give me a minute. I'll be right back.
All right, brother.
Well, I tell you what, that fresh air wore my ass out today.
Right on. But normally, if you get another gun, I keep asking you got a chance to go warm it up yet and all that. I got a different question for you, brother.
What's that?
This is 2 duck murdering missions you've been on. How come I've not seen a dead duck yet?
Yeah, because I am not in a good duck zone. I mean, I don't have major like rivers or lakes or anything like that to really bring them in. And
right,
for some reason, one of the flyways is way over on the west side of Michigan, and the other flyway is way over on the east side of Michigan.
Right.
So basically, what I get over here is stragglers and puddle ducks.
Right. I watched that one video you done about the duck hunting excursion. Well, I hear him over there. I'm going to see if I can ease over there.
Yeah.
Video cuts out, comes back in, and you look like you just got through running a fucking marathon on crutches. Like, damn, ducks are too far away. They keep moving. Fuck them.
You know that kind of brush that deer run through and you can't even walk through?
Yep.
Imagine that flooded. That's what I went through.
Yeah. So you look like you had one hell of a workout.
Yeah. I was pooped.
Damn right.
And toting that big ass Winchester I wasn't used to.
Hey, it was. I'm not picking on you, but to me that was a funny part of that video there towards the end of it. Yeah, it's basically, fuck the damn ducks. Yeah, they're too far away and they keep moving away from me. You turn the camera, so you see that tree line way over there? Yeah, my truck's like a half mile past that motherfucker. Like, damn, you gotta walk.
Yeah, and that was my first excursion in the woods of the year too. I'm not in shape. Usually around the middle of deer season,
Yeah.
Or towards the end of trapping season, I get in better shape.
Yeah.
If I get off my butt.
Talking about trapping, Norm's chat being back up, I'm happy about that. Because I have come to a decision, bro. I have seen, I don't know if it's because I'm looking for them now after, meeting you and getting to know you and paying attention to some of these trapper chats and stuff.
Right.
I had very rarely in my life ever seen a beaver in this state, let alone this county. I guarantee you I've seen at least one a day for the last 3 months.
Cool.
I'm thinking it's time to go ahead and spend that little bit of money and get the paperwork and go buy a few traps and see if I can't kill a beaver.
That'd be nice. That's a good one to start on because they're not, most of them, as long as they're not educated, aren't real smart.
Well, I think there might be maybe 100 people in the whole damn state of South Carolina that do trapping, and I don't think there's a damn one near here.
Right.
So until I get out there and start fucking it up, they're as retarded about trapping as I am.
Cool. That's perfect. I'll tell you what, though, and I got to get it done. I got a couple skins left in the freezer. I need to get off my ass and send them in to get tanned because I tried it at home and it didn't work for shit. But I want to get them tanned professional where you get the nice white soft leather and make me a loading possibles bag. And I want to make a bushcraft bag.
Okay.
That I can grab, sling over my shoulder, and go.
Right on.
But I've always wanted to do that. Have the beaver tail come down for the flap, front flap.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be awesome.
Yep. Well, I mean, if I go ahead and do it, I done pretty much decided the first two that I get. What douchebag? My kid, the daughter's cat. Anyway, the first two, they'll get sent to Mike. He's been for years and years and years now wanting a damn pair of beavers to make some kind of damn mud type mittens.
Yeah.
I figured 2 whole beaver ought to be enough for him to make a set of mittens out of.
Right.
But it's going to really suck for him if the dry ice or if the regular ice gives up before the box gets there. Otherwise, he's going to have 2 nasty full beavers to deal with.
I'll tell you what, you roll them up tight and put them in a good cold freezer and get them good and, you know, that kind of where they got that nice clump to them.
Yeah, I'm not even planning on skinning the motherfuckers. I'm going to send him the whole damn beaver.
Oh, Lord.
He wants the fucking mittens. He can skin that bastard.
There's a video opportunity.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, he'd just be calling NH. Make him come down and help him.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, most of you have met Abraham. I call him douchebag and all that shit all the time. He's got a new nickname now. It is the Speed Bump now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Get your ass out of the way. A couple of weeks ago now. You know, as you get older, you don't sleep all night. You got to get up once in a while and go take a piss, right? This sucker decided he wasn't sleeping in the bed. He was going to sleep at the foot of the bed, between the bed and the chest of drawers.
Nice.
And he was stretched out all the way across like a parking stop or a speed bump.
Right.
It's dark here at night, dude. So there I go, you know, desperately trying to get to the bathroom, right? Trip over this damn 15-pound fur ball. So I'm doing the drunk rubber leg dance all the way into the bathroom, falling against the damn counter with the sink, steady cussing his ass out. And he's been getting Speed Bump as a nickname ever since.
Plus, it scares the living shit out of you.
Hell yeah, I didn't know what the hell I'd tripped over. You got any idea how weird it is trying to figure out where the closest pistol is while you're trying not to fall and not piss on yourself?
Right.
Yeah.
Glasses got frosty out there, for Christ's sakes.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to walk all the way to my car to get my cigarettes. I wasn't too happy. I made a video sometime back. Don't know if it still have it or deleted it. Fuzz T4. I'll go look.
He's talking about the Amish fellows setting up 35-foot box blinds.
Do any of you fellas make deer? PG says, any of you fellas make deer sausage?
Yeah.
I haven't made it. My kid brother has, but go ahead, Stump.
You got to go. No, I was just saying, yeah, and I'm telling Speed Bump he's getting evicted from the desk.
I have some now in my freezer. So I'm happy about that. I'm unhappy that I'm out of Mountain Dew. I just sucked down like 3 of them. There's one there. There's one there. There's one there. And the rest of the OJ.
Damn.
I get wicked thirsty and it's just... It sucks. I died.
Better watch your diabetes.
Nah, I'm good. I was at the
Get that damn close.
I was at the thing. You know what it is when my throat gets dry, whatever.
Yeah.
I can't drink enough. You know.
Yeah. But yeah, man, on the deer sausage, we just I've got old
sausage.
Crap. What brand is that thing? It's an old McCoy or McCormick or something like that. Old number 10 hand grinder, meat grinder.
Right on.
And I'll just run the deer and my fat through there. The first blade, the coarse one, and then I'll drop down to it's a medium blade or die that you push it through. And then I've got one for doing sausage, and I'll run it through it twice. The deer and the fat and all the sage and all that other crap we put in there. And then it's got a little thing you screw the little perforated die off of, and it's got the little tube.
Yeah.
And as you're cranking it, it pushes it out the little tube, and you got the casing. You slide all that up on there. And sometimes we'll just forego that, make sausage patties, about yay big around. Go ahead and freeze them like that. You throw them over there, cook them up, make a killer sausage sandwich in the morning.
Not to interrupt you, two quick things. Groovy, holy shit, how'd you get away? Good to see you. If you want to come on, say, Mike, I want to come on. And Norm's here. Good to see you, Norm. Norm, you have an invite somewhere also, so if you want to come on. Stevie sent it, so I have no idea where it would be.
Send it to your
if it ever got there.
Private message.
All right. Sorry about that, Stump.
No, it's all good. It's done anyway. But it's definitely nice to know Groovy escaped or come up for air, whichever the case may be.
I was just thinking the same thing. Send a link. Send a link, he says. Here we go.
Hell yeah. And Norm, dude, you're always welcome here. To the best of my knowledge, it's Mikey's show, but
of course he is.
Why awesome dude right there.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
Be right back.
Good dude.
There aren't many people that aren't allowed on this chat, so just to tell you right now.
Right. Well, there's only one that really comes to mind, but we're not going to get into that.
I don't dislike a lot of people, so.
Right.
So, like I said, I can't highlight. Why can't I highlight? There it is. I don't dislike a lot of people, so therefore that means if I don't dislike you, you are more than welcome to come on the chat.
Right on.
Groove, go to your Facebook messages. I just put it there, buddy. Okay. 2 weeks until deer gun season, the 27th. Stevie B, how the hell are you guys? Wish I could, but I'm getting ready to leave in the morning and just want to say, no problem. Norm, I just want to let you know that you have an open invitation, my friend. Okay.
Right on.
Open invitation. That means you want to come, you come. You don't. You just, you know what I'm saying, brother? I meant to ask you on your chat the other night if you had an issue inviting people, because I can't invite people the old way. I have to send it via their YouTube inbox, Facebook, shit like that. So I was just wondering if you had the same problem too. And again, loved your chat the other night. I thought it was great. I love the Q&A portion of that, as always. I think Jen had some cool questions, and she's a good dude. She's a good dude. She's a good doobie anyway. She's awesome people. I think I love watching her videos. And she is one. I'd love to have her on here one night, Norm. So maybe some night you can get on. Maybe she'll feel more comfortable with you and Steve on there, because I know she doesn't know me from Adam. But I got to tell you something. I would love to have her on here and have her talk about the wild edibles and stuff.
Heck yeah.
Because that interests the shit out of me. Mister, I'm a redneck cockerham. How the hell are you?
You damn right. How are you, dude? Man,
Great to see you, sir.
And
Um,
this is no joke. I had heard some serious, serious horror stories about him, and I am so grateful to have found out today they were all lies.
Hey.
okay, no, good. It's always a pleasure, Tommy. I hope things are getting better for you.
Yes.
Yeah, Miss Jen is frying my cookies with those mushroom videos.
Yeah, Jen is just
Right.
she's. And for those who don't know who I'm referring to, it is Jen's YouTube channel name is The Wild Yam. So for those of you who aren't sub to Jen and maybe would like to look into her channel, go to The Wild Yam. She's got a cabin up north, and let me tell you, but it's off grid. It's cool. You're gonna love this channel. And like I said, she does wild edibles and stuff like that. But she's wicked, like she's like that. She's not like, well, I don't know. She knows her shit.
Right. She knows her shit. She's really good at this stuff. She explains things in the videos concerning the different plants, wild edibles and all like that. She'll give you like the book bullshit, and then she puts it in like normal language too.
Right.
If you don't watch the video and take notes and go Google what the fuck does this word mean, no, she knows her shit. She relays information in a very practical manner. With all due respect, okay, she ain't hard to look at by no means either. Okay.
No.
She's got a very cool channel, very educational. It really is.
Like I said, she's got a cabin. Her and her husband. Her husband's only in a few of her videos because her words. He's gun shy, which is fine. But I'm telling you, you're gonna love the videos.
Yes.
You are. She does winter video. She's up there. Spring. So it's just you're just gonna like them. You just trust me on this. You're gonna like them.
Yep.
So check her out. Like I said, Wild Yam, great channel.
Yep.
He said, Tommy said he's good. Just another short stay, hospital stay. All right. Was talking to the Amish last week. Most are going to take their new 45-70 rifles into the woods on the 27th. Probably.
Yeah. It's just, Tommy, it's awesome to know you're still around, brother. It really is.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with this thing?
Anywho, go check her out. Great channel, good people. I don't know. I just really enjoy her channel. All right, so
notice that awesome fire striker she's using.
No, I didn't. I didn't happen to notice because you know what? I think it looks like the one that I wanted. So no, I didn't notice nothing.
No, it's a different one.
Oh no, it's a different one. All right.
I actually found out she makes wooden ink pens as a hobby.
Oh really?
So she suggested it, and I was all over it. So we traded hobbies. I sent her one of my sparkers, and she sent me a beautiful, should be right here somewhere, beautiful ink pen she made. Or actually, it's a carpenter's pencil.
She got some fat wood from Shalisa.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys, she knows her shit. She uses the birch bark fat. She trust me, she's not some, you know.
Holy crap! I can't find it. Damn it!
Oh, I'm gonna have to mention that in the next fucking chat that she has with Norm and them. I was just gonna say, Steve lost something.
No, I didn't lose it yet.
If you can't find it, it's lost. Yeah, Fuzz, my hunting season started. My rifle, well, not rifle because we can't shoot rifle here. My shotgun season starts the Monday after Thanksgiving. Thankfully, a little early this year, right? But yeah, it starts then. Then it goes into muzzle loader season 2 weeks later, till the end of the year, till December 31st, in Mass. Bow season in Mass started like October 14th, 15th, 16th, some bullshit like that. 19th, whatever the hell it was. But yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to it. Going up Maine, and we're doing muzzleloader season this year. Usually, I'm already gone and back by now. But they wanted to try muzzleloader season, and I think it's great to go up there that time of the year because it's nice and cold. And they only went up there with locals, and usually you don't see a local until like Friday or Saturday. So, anywho.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Oh, found it. I knew I'd find it. Here's one of her pins that she made.
That looks awesome, Stevie.
Isn't that sweet?
Oh, Stevie, let me click on you.
All trimmed in black. It's absolutely beautiful. And it's got the large lead.
Yep. That looks awesome, dude.
Yeah, she did a really nice job.
By the way, PG, is that better? It's water.
Now, don't forget to unclick on me, or I have to start showing weapons.
As soon as you're an asshole. No, you know who's an asshole? Stump, because his gun doesn't have numbers on it.
What a pair.
Right? There's a pair that'd be at a full house.
Yeah, no shit.
All right, let me unclick on it. I was drinking my water, which was a little bit more important.
Right.
All right. So once I move, Stevie, I think I'm going to goodbye, Stump. Let the record show that I did not kick Stump off this chat.
Your hands are on top of your head.
Yep. I had nothing to do with his disappearance. I think after I get the house, I'm going to look into Mikey. You are the one that will be able to tell. No shit, right? Right on, PG. I think after I get a house or do whatever my wife and I are going to do before February 5th, January 5th, is well, I'm going to do a couple of things. I got to look into getting a new grill, and then I'm going to look into getting my permit. I've been informed that if I go through Goal, they could quite possibly help.
Nice.
I was also informed that there are some constitutional lawyers that'll do a pro bono.
Sweet.
Where it won't cost me friggin', you know. And you guys want to hear something funny? So I just got done telling him going muzzleloader hunting. Okay, so my buddy says, listen, we're carrying sidearms. I'll get you a sidearm. I said, I can't carry a sidearm. I don't have a license. You're in Maine. Don't worry about it, he says. I said, what are you talking about? Apparently, he's telling me that I can carry a sidearm in Maine. And I wish my good buddy Gerald B was here, because he could tell me if I'm talking out my ass or not. He said I can carry a sidearm. So he says, in case I see my friendly Yogi Bear. So he's going to give me his 357. I'll take that, and they all have theirs. So he's in a 1911 or whatever. And anywho, I really do wish Gerald B was here for lots of reasons, just so because I haven't talked to him in a while. But we're gonna see. I'm gonna do it until I get caught, anyways. I mean, what's the? But yeah, so I'm gonna go to Mass, and my state allows you to carry a handgun while hunting without a permit.
Yeah, I can too here,
Yeah.
but it's got to be exposed.
Yeah, it's got to be. Yeah, you got to carry open. I think Maine, maybe Maine does too, DS. You know, Philly, how are you, kid? Good to see you. Always a pleasure, my friend. I think I'm right, DS. I think he might be right, my buddy. So, but it's only in the woods in the act of hunting. It's not. You know, I'm not going down the store with it on my hip. You know.
Well, it seems to me you'd have to be a resident of that state.
No, I don't think so. I don't think you do.
That's odd.
Philly says Maine was nice today, Mikey. Yeah. My buddy Philly went up to Maine. He's working today, but he just went up there anyways. It's a little simple dump and go, but good for him. He knows how much I love that state. I don't even know why. I mean, New Hampshire, I love New Hampshire and Maine, especially northern New Hampshire, more so than southern, but they're just beautiful. I wish New Hampshire was bigger. Like I wish New Hampshire and Vermont were one state, you know, and I wish that Massachusetts was still part of. I wish Massachusetts still owned Maine, because then I'd be in heaven. But
yeah, but Massachusetts might put their bad rules on the Maine property.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
If you got lucky, it'd go the other way around, but you never know.
But Maine is like Maine is the northeast or the eastern seaboard's version of either Montana or Little Alaska. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, it's been known to get, well, Philly, to tell you, Philly was up Fort Kent. For those who don't know where Fort Kent is, if you look at a map of Maine, go north to the border, and it's been recorded minus 50 degrees up there. So minus 50 is freaking cold. But normal temperatures up there in the negative 20, negative teens. You know, that's pretty freaking cold. You know. But anywho, limestone and caribou, Philly. I'm sorry, thank you. Limestone and caribou. I've always wanted to go to caribou. Philly. Every time we still do the truck orders to caribou, I always beg, can I just take this for you? It's 8 hours away from where we work.
Nice.
I'll go. I said, I'll even do it for nothing. You know, it's like when they do the White Mountains in New Hampshire. It's beautiful. I used to drive through there to see the scenery for nothing. You know. Yeah, t-shirt with your ass. So apparently we lost Stump for the night. So I'm going to have to remind me before when we leave to text him G-Man Ghost's number.
Right on.
Because I will wind up forgetting to do that, and that will suck. Because I don't want to do that. I don't want to forget. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it sounds kind of like Stump already kind of fell for that truck.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'd offer the guy like maybe 3,500 or something. That way he can bump you up a little bit and you're still comfortable.
Exactly. I just hope he doesn't get screwed on. That was my only.
I don't think he'd get screwed. He may
not screwed, but right. I don't want to see him overpay. I mean, sometimes people are going to get you going to overpay anyways, but I don't want to see him overpay by, you know, by the thousands. You know what I mean? It's
yeah,
like,
no shit. But see, I'm kind of, if I find something I really want and I think it's good, I'll overpay just so I'm not buying a junker. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yep.
There's nothing worse than paying a few $100s less and getting a piece of shit.
Gear Grind, you said it the best. It's not. Gear says it's not really overpaying if it's worth it to someone. You're right, Gear. It's like right, Philly laugh his ass off, right? I told this to my boss one day. They were talking about giving out raises and stuff. I says, I go, you can't expect, a worker to do X amount of work for what you're paying them. Kind of like when you go to McDonald's, right? You don't expect a Delmonico steak or a great cut of steak, right? Nor when you go to a beautiful restaurant, you don't expect to get steak that just came out of a McDonald's oven either, right?
Right. Stump said his phone died while it was on the charger, so he's going to let it charge for a while.
All right. But what Gear's saying is if it's not overpaying, if it's worth it to someone or yourself, I'm assuming he meant yourself also. But he's right. So, like, that heating company you used to work for, you take 5 heating companies, all right? They're probably the most expensive. And not because I work there, but because I know the work and I know people that, are in the business.
Right.
You're paying for quality, period. You're not getting shit parts, shit anything. You're getting great parts. You're getting, the best that we have to offer. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So yeah, I guess I totally understand what you're saying there, Gear. You're right, Philly. That's the whole thing. If you can afford it, if you can't afford it, then sometimes you have to settle, or maybe you don't have to settle, right? Afford it.
Yeah, I'd rather pay $50 for a steak if it was like the best steak I ever ate, and spend $20 on a steak and have to chew it for an hour and a half.
Exactly. Nobody wants to have to do that. Good point, PG. So PG says, if you can afford it and anticipate a small letdown, buyer's remorse, and help the other guy and not make him suffer coming out short on the deal, and all are happy with the deal.
Right.
Pinascar says the truck has to have been well taken care of. If it's a 99 and looks as good and motor sounds as good, like Stump said,
right.
Stump ain't no dummy. It's probably worth good money. Perfectly put, Pinascar. It's perfectly put. HRM says you pay the store manager bonus, you all get paid. Amen. What do you mean you can't get the link? Send it to Facebook, silly. Can you want to try? Philly says 300 or 300 for 3,000 Ford. Right, yeah. Good point, Philly. I sent it to Facebook, so I don't know.
Well, maybe it just don't work. Sometimes it don't work. That's just the way it is.
Yeah. But no, you're right, Peanuts, guys. He ain't no dummy. And something tells me if Stump walks in there with $3,900 and says, "Hey, I'll give you $3,900 cash."
Yeah, the guy might jump on it. He might be just trying to find the right person.
I know I usually send an email, but what happened is that Groove, what happened is that YouTube doesn't allow me to send the invites the way I used to. So I normally send them Facebook now. Oh, Bobby's car. Yeah. But that's something that Stump's going to look into. I mean, like we were just saying, if that's something that he wants, if that's the best buy, if that's the best, like he said, it doesn't have any rod on it, and everything's good for him. I'm assuming that it would come under this lady, right? I guess the insurance on the other car that she totaled.
Right.
I'm assuming. I don't know if that's a bad assumption or not, but.
Well, it's like the truck he just bought. Immediately, he had to start working on it to get it up and running.
Right. I have a public address announcement, Stevie. You're going to laugh your ass off here in a minute. Oh, where'd it go? That's a shame. Hang on. Apparently I suck. Did I understand that tweet positively? Did Alabama lose today? All my football friends out there? Johnny's team lost today? Peanut Gus says, plus he said they gave him $4,000 for his other truck. Add $750 to it and offer a starting bid of $4,750. Yeah, that's good point, Peanut Gus. Good point. Because then he's in the ballpark there,
Yeah, plus what are you going to lose? If the guy says no, the guy says no. Move on.
But something tells me Stump really wants this thing. So, like you said, buyer's remorse. But
he also might know the owner and knows he took care of it.
Right.
Chances are in his big giant city, he probably does know him.
Well, again, the beauty of living in a smaller town, you get to know people. And
right.
I'm assuming it's probably, You know, I probably don't have a right to assume that, but I'm assuming that it being small town America, that there's, you know, really good people there. So, you know, he doesn't have to worry about some jackass scalping him, you know.
Right.
Or price gouging, if you will, however you want to put it. Okay.
Yeah, like your big city used car salesman.
Right. PNASCAR said $6,000 for a good truck is cheap. I agree, PNASCARs. However, it's the year of it, you know, in this case. If you said to me 2005 friggin', you know, or 2004 F-250, you know, yeah, I totally get it. But something that's something's going to be 18 years of age. That's a lot. But you're right. It all depends, you know.
Well, my Jeep,
go ahead. I'm sorry, buddy.
I just bought is a '93, and I paid $2,000 for that, and I thought I got a bargain because I love it so much.
Right, and that falls under the thing that what PG was saying, you know. If you listen to Chris Rock, he'll tell you all the brothers are screwed up. They go out and buy themselves a $50 car. They put $2,000 with the rims on it.
The $10,000 stereo.
Yeah. That's good shit there. Good shit. How would you send me a link, Mike? I don't. I would send it. You want a link, PG? Come here. We'll do this. Ow. Let me sit up. I lost my lighter, and I'm not happy. That's what I'm fidgeting. I'm trying to find my lighter. PG. 135,000. Really? Yeah, but I think that's what he said, right? 130. Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. 125, 104.
In that ballpark, somewhere in there.
And actually, for a truck that old, that's pretty low mileage.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's 18 years. I mean, that's not even 10,000 a year, guys. Okay. That's not even. Let's figure it out. If at 140,000, let's just say 140,000, just for rough numbers, right?
That's about what, 8?
Divided by 20. You're talking 7,000 miles a year.
Yeah. So it was a
at 20 years. So he's like, what, 8,000 miles, 7,000, 7,800 miles a year? Come on. That's friggin' grandma driving. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Give me one sec, Stevie, because you know how I can't talk. And you know I can't talk, Stevie, and it's the same and do all the friggin'. I'm trying to send copy. And I know Stevie's like, Mike, why the hell do you can? All right, hey, Possum Gorilla, PG. If you go in your YouTube inbox, you will have a an invite there. Because I've never done it for you, it might be in your spam on your YouTube inbox, not email or anything. On your at your YouTube page, go into your messages. but you might have to go into your spam message, like I said. So, Steve, I'm gonna go nuts if I don't find my lighter, buddy. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna go out hunting? What are you doing?
I gotta at least get out there. I really want to get a deer with my pistol. So, and you can't shoot him from the couch, unlike Stump.
Right. He's the only guy I know that can say to his wife, "Honey, open the front door. I want to go hunting." As I sit son of a bitch. I call him a son of a bitch, but he knows. He knows I'm only fucking with him. Stump knows all that. I think it's great. I think that, you know, if you, that's my dream. You know, I would give my left arm to own a farm right now.
Right.
You know. Stevie, give me 1 minute. I think I got one on my kitchen table. This is actually killing me. Yeah.
Here, Mike.
Oh, you're a freaking funny guy.
The magic of YouTube. I'll just sit here and be quiet and let you talk amongst yourselves, because I'm not much of a host.
All right, I'm back.
Oh, you got lucky, eh?
No, I was sitting on it.
I figured you'd be smiling more.
Right. Action? What are you talking about? Action. I mean, look, we can only do what we can do. We can only get out when we can. But again, I know I pick on Stump because he doesn't have to go hunting. He can go, you know, shooting.
Right.
But seriously, wouldn't that be cool to be able to do that? I still would want to go hunting, though. I still would go on the other side of my state and try to go, you know what I mean?
Right.
I like being in the woods. Problem is that when do we have time?
Yeah, no shit. I got more time now than what I used to have, but I don't have incentive of getting away from a certain person that used to just yap, 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 yap all the time.
Yep.
And, you know, who am I going to feed with a deer? Me. It's going to last forever.
Yeah.
So,
see, I mean, I'm a meat eater anyway. It wouldn't really last me if I was single series.
Right.
I have no problem eating meat 7 days a week. I just don't. Two foods that I can eat 7 days a week: seafood and meat. And when I mean meat, I mean beef. You can throw a chicken in there, but I'm more of a beef guy.
Right.
You know, if you gave me an option, beef, pork, or fucking chicken, I'm taking beef. Okay, and yes, I'm throwing venison in there as beef, obviously.
Right.
But yeah, most definitely, I think, Stevie. Although I do love pork, it just kills me, but I still eat it anyway.
Yeah, do gear. I didn't even go frog gigging this year. Kind of miss it. We don't have a lot of the real huge frogs, so I like to let them go for a few years to build up the population, right, so I don't burn out the place. But, dude, some of them frogs, they don't even sound like a bullfrog. They sound like a foghorn.
Right.
They are huge.
And I like how they echo down the lakes, too, you know?
Right. Especially in them foggy mornings.
Yep. I've never eaten frog legs. My son has.
Oh, yummy.
Because he killed it, and I said, you know the rules. If you kill it, you eat it. So good night, Phil, and thank you, pal. Appreciate it. Happy Veterans Day, my friend.
What up, Groovy?
And I made it.
You made it. Now PG makes it here. That'd be cool too.
Yeah, finally, man. I had to go back and refresh everything.
Holy shit! I can actually hear you. What the hell happened?
I don't know.
You found your voice too. Holy fuck! Look at this. How you been? What's going on? Any good?
Oh, never any good, man. Right?
Snowing yet?
No, not yet.
Yeah, it's been nuts. It's been chilly as fuck up here. It's gonna warm up next week. So it's New England. So did you hear about Stevie's boo boo?
No.
Steve, you tell him.
What, my little pinchy?
It's funny when you say it, Stevie.
New pistol, right?
Uh-huh.
Short handle.
Right.
I went out shooting today. Slammed the mag in and pinched the living shit out of this part of my hand.
Take it forever to install Chrome on a laptop that has a mic. Oh, okay. I got you, PG. PG, I ain't going nowhere, bro. So, Mr. K-Bar user, Tom, how the hell are you? Tom, I enjoyed watching. I watched, what part was it? Shit.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Was it 4? I watched it last night. No, that's not the one I fell asleep watching. And one of you in that video, for your kits, and you were explaining what it was in your dad's kit and that redundancy to me is nothing but what's the word I'm looking for, Steve?
Got me guessing.
To me, there's no such thing as redundancy on a go bag. Because like you said in your video, you don't know what could happen. You know? So people laugh at me because I have a very, very small fire kit in my backpack. I take it with me when I go hunting. And obviously I smoke. Well, Mike, you have a lighter. So what? It might get wet. You know what I mean? The woods could be damp because it might have just rained or whatever. You know, and I need the flame. I need the candles that I have. I won a thing off a chat one night, and it is cotton ball rolled in wax. And you won't put that thing. I wanted to see how long it'll last. It lasts pretty long. So absolutely P-NASCAR. P-NASCAR just said it the best.
That is very true.
Did I say fire? How do you want? Did I say it the right way? Yeah. Wow, my daughter would be impressed because I say target, and she goes, "It's target, not target." P-NASCAR just said it. Expect the unexpected and be prepared. Absolutely. Was it from Sunset Bonnie? It may have been gear. And so gear, right? So I took my knife, took the tip of my knife, right? Took the I don't know, what do you call it? The cotton ball rolled in wax, I guess. I don't know if there's a name for it. And I on the top of it, took the point of my knife and kind of flicked it off and got part of the cotton. And I went just like this. Hit that with my ferro rod, dude. Let me tell you something. Poof.
Oh, yeah.
So, anywho, my point was, Tom, I have no issue with it. And obviously, neither does P. NASCAR's. I don't know. That's just me. And you, I guess, and also P. NASCAR's. I don't know.
Well, that's why you carry 15 rounds in your magazine in case the first 14 don't go where they're supposed to.
And for those who don't know what the hell I'm talking about, go to K-Bar User. All right. Click on his channel right here. You can see him in there because he wrote, he's written in the chat room. Click on him, and he's doing a series, and you will enjoy it. You can trust me on that. I've been watching Tom ever since I've been on YouTube. Nope. And actually, I've been watching Tom before I even started making videos. I've been watching Tom very long time on YouTube. Very, very long time. One of the first channels I subscribed to. So click on him and go check it out, and you'll understand what the hell we're talking about.
Right on. You'll grab and go.
Yep, absolutely. And how important are those, right, Stevie?
Yeah, I'm going to make me up a shoulder pouch like that. I like that idea a lot better than I do backpacks. I cannot stand backpacks.
I mean, it gets like when I'm hunting. I agree with you, Stevie. It gets, my backpack's not a. It's not a what do you call it, pack though? I'm not hiking the White Mountains in New Hampshire.
Right.
It's small. Well, you've seen it. I've done a. Well, you may not have seen it, but I've done a video on it. But I think when I'm gonna go to, right? So like when I go hunting, right? My son has one. It's okay. You know what I call it? A fanny pack on your back, because right. I swear to God, right? He got it from the Army, right? The bag is this big, okay, and it isn't straps like a backpack strap. It's paracord. Well, it looks like
paracord. Gotcha.
It looks like paracord. It probably isn't, but you know what I'm saying. And my daughter has one, right? She keeps like whatever in her phone or whatever out, right? And you're welcome, Tom. But I enjoy your channel, and I think you already know that. But so, and you put it on like a backpack, right? But like I said, it's only. I wish my son was up. I would just have him throw it to me so you can see it. And I think I'm going to use something to that effect, because I can pack that thing. Okay, it's like Michelle sent me the fishing. You know how Michelle made up the fishing, the emergency fishing kits?
Yeah.
Right, and she wrapped them in paracord.
Right.
All right. I have 2 of those now that she sent me. I have one in my backpack.
Awesome.
And now I have another one. Fishing grenade. Thank you, gear. And now I have another one. So yes, K-Bar User. Tom, he said one of those nylon bags with a string strap. Yes. Now, Tom, so you guys, tell me if I'm wrong. Right? You can pretty much stuff. You can probably even put 2 bottles, 3 bottles of water in that freaking thing.
Right.
Plus your fishing kit, plus the fire kit. And when I do get my house and I unpack all my stuff that I've already packed away, I am going to make me a fire kit and a leather pouch, because I've seen what Bush Brother and Mr. Tolley made out of leather, except I'm going to make it on a smaller scale. Okay. And they took like the old coffee can, big ass coffee cans.
Yeah.
They're like 8 inches round. Right. They put it on a piece of leather, traced it out, yada, 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 made the holes, put I think Bush Brother used paracord. Okay. I don't think Mr. Tolley did, but I think Bush Brother did, right? and laced it through. Whoop, bang, instant friggin' pouch. I haven't gear. Gear Grind's asked if anybody's heard from Mr. Tolley.
No.
I texted him a while back. He's working like an absolute dog. He's wicked busy at work. So that's why he hasn't been on. But yeah, it's not that big, Tom. It's what's 17 to 20 liters? It's it looks to be no bigger than a laptop screen. You know what I'm saying? Height wise. It's kind of hard to explain.
About size of a half-gallon milk jug?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yep. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
You can pack a lot of stuff.
So, what's that, Groove?
So you can pack a lot of stuff in that.
Yeah. So you can put your fire kit in there. You can put a fishing kit in there. Like I said, you can fit a couple of bottles of water in there. You can put.
Don't forget your spare knife.
Yep. You can put a knife in there. Well, because I know a lot of people, though, Stevie, right? Some guys just use one knife, right? Some guys, because I watch these videos, and this is why I know this. It's not like I'm, some fucking book of knowledge. So some guys have their camp knives. Some guys have knives that they'll do their food with. Some guys have their knives that they do their feather sticking and all the camp shit like that shit with. All right, K-Bar, Tom, I'll do that. Tom says, go on eBay. Nature Hike Pack, 17 liter. He reviewed one on his channel. $9, and it folds down inside its own bag.
Cool.
V-Borg, great to see you, my friend.
Cool.
Might be. I will go look into that, Tom. I don't have eBay. I got Amazon. I'm sure Amazon has the same thing. But yeah.
Right, Griffin.
Yeah, and so, what else can I put in that? Shit, I don't know. Like Stevie said, your knife.
Taped up pack of batteries for your flashlight.
Yeah, I mean, what do they call it? Power pack recharging thing that's about this big, right? You can put anything for that go bag, and not make it so heavy that it's, Pinascar's great item. He said good lightweight multi-tool. Good job, Pinascar's. Yep.
I carry one every day.
Very good point. Absolutely, K-Bar. Absolutely. 5 C's, you got an extra blade. You do. It's 5 C's and you're all set. If you need to get out, it's in that bag. Prepping to endure says PM101 did a 5-pound pack setup. Really? But yeah, I agree with Stevie a lot because the like I said, when I go hunting, I carry the backpack and usually wrap in there. If I get a deer, I can obviously drag it. I got my waters in there, my lunch, and an extra pair of clothes. That's just because I suck. And, if I'm just walking and I'm looking forward, not down where I'm walking, I actually walked into, you know, the ruts that the skidders leave.
Yeah.
They're nice and deep, like really nice and deep. I seem to always find those, and I get wet, and obviously wet and cold don't mix. Duh. I've actually changed pants in the woods. Anywho, so that's what's in the backpack. Problem being is that now I put the, you know, I got my shotgun and I got the strap, and I like to sometimes go over this way with my sling instead of putting it straight across my shoulder. You know what I'm saying? I like to put it over my head, kind of like that. And it makes for a bumpy ride, so to speak, when I get the backpack on there. So, I'm just reading these different. Oh, it was a challenge prepping? That's cool. Prepping said it was a challenge that they were doing. Those are good challenges. They're fun challenges.
Right.
Here's the thing. You guys, and you know, Groove and Stevie, and obviously you guys out in the chat room, you've seen all these videos with the, you know, you have to have, you know, and then somebody's always got a space blanket, right? Are they really worth it? Seriously. Granted, they're cheap shot money. I get all that. But is it really worth? And they don't weigh nothing, obviously. Are they really worth that? Because I've never seen them really.
Mike, you can take one of them little cheap space blankets. Put it over your head.
Yeah.
Take one of them space blankets in an emergency. Pull it over your head.
Yeah.
Light a candle between your knees.
Yeah.
And it will keep you warm.
Seriously.
Yeah, they're absolutely worth carrying.
All right, I'll check it out.
They help reflect your body heat back to your body. They're a great wind blocker.
All right. So they are worth it then.
And like if you took that and put it on a little lean-to frame and then put sticks over it and debris over that, you'd have a great little shelter.
Oh, yeah.
You could actually light a small fire and probably spend the night just fine.
Hello. Hey, PG, I'm barely hear you.
Yeah, this mic is a piece of shit.
No, you're not. You're fine, brother. I'll help you out with that in 1 second. Hang on.
How you doing, PG?
Hey, Steve. Nice to meet you for the first time, audibly.
Same here.
Say something again, PG.
Testing 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2,
there you go. I turned you up, so you should be fine.
Don't hear shit.
All right. Hey, what's going on? Good to have you on here, brother.
Happy Friday night.
Yeah, last night I didn't want to fall asleep, so trying something different. Excuse me. What's that say? Soul heat sheets are the best. Cheap Mylar is great, Mike. Okay, cool. I've seen the guys use, and we use them actually at FedEx. I'm going to ask if I can steal a sheet of it to keep shit from freezing. You know the shit people make the koozies out of.
Yeah,
it's actually used to. I see it more used for wrapping your trunk line. You know, your heating system. But I've seen people use that. I saw one kid. He lined his top with it. right? He lined his top with it and then lit his fire, Steve. It was all, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of cool. You know, like I don't know. That's why I can get lost in fucking YouTube watching videos.
Yeah. Next thing you know, it's 3 a.m. and how the
Right.
hell did I get here?
Been there, done that.
Yeah. It cracked me up one night. I sat here laughing like an idiot. It was like 3 a.m. I was watching some bizarre video that had nothing to do with what I started with. And I scrolled down to the comments to make that comment. How the hell did I get here? And somebody already wrote it in the comments.
Right.
Yep. It's just weird. I find myself watching other chats, and like the other night, it's a person's not even on my subscription list, and I'm like, oh, I'll go and see what's going on. It's always cool to see different. Wow. Hi, Sandy. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? Sandy says, I see how it is. You changed nights on me. Sandy, you weren't first. DSW was. You're slipping, Sandy. You weren't first. How are you, sweetheart? Great to see you, obviously. Shit, what the hell was I just going to say? Yeah. So I love watching. I don't know what it is. It's like, you're mad. Oh. Hey, Sandy, look who we got look who we got on the panel. How can you be mad? We got Groove here with us tonight, and PG just showed up with us.
I don't know, showing up or hearing me. I don't know which.
So what have you been up to, PG? Anything good?
Working my ass off.
Right? Living the dream?
Oh, trying to find what runs away from me.
Well, wake me up, because my dream turned into a goddamn nightmare.
Yes, I go with it. It's up one day and down the next, and got a
right?
To get back up again.
Thanks, Gear Grind. Gear Grind, you're always a pleasure to help me out. Thanks, buddy. Gear says he should have scheduled it last night for tonight, so we know, huh, Sandy? Thanks, buddy. Just throw that dagger right out there for me. It's all right, pal. But yeah, but Tom, I'm gonna go back and watch it because I missed 2, I believe, Tom. So I gotta go back and watch the others. But see, now I like all that stuff. Gift says you're welcome. And I always have. I remember when you would do your videos on prepping and stuff, and you were doing it in the house. I just enjoy that stuff.
Right. Well, you never know when you're going to get another great idea.
Yeah,
and that's how we all
like what's that?
That's how we all learn from each other. I mean,
yeah. And I pass it on to my kids. Like my daughter, and she says, but Dad, I says, because honey, you got to be prepared. You got to be, she's it's cold, and she's like she has a sweatshirt on, but it's not a heavy one. It's like one of those, late spring type sweatshirt things, and someone else saved the night, Mike. I had to visit. You really? You went to another chat? Okay. All right. Awesome. I'm glad you went to another chat, and now you're telling me that you went to another chat. Great. And so, anyways, my daughter had the sweatshirt on, right? And it wasn't a heavy one, and she didn't have a jacket with her. And I said to her, she says, well, Daddy, I went from a warm house to a warm car to a warm dance studio. I was okay. Let me ask you a question. She said, what? I said, what happens if the car broke down? Right. And we hit a dead spot for the cell phone service and we couldn't use the cell phone. And we couldn't start the car to stay warm, right? Because if the car won't start, you can't stay warm, right? I said, so what are you going to do? She says, well, I should bring my jacket next time. I said, yeah.
Smart girl.
You know? So I try to at least start her off a little shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then as I get older, I'll get into, you know.
And for God's sakes, teach her how to change a tire.
Right.
Yeah.
Just not a left one on the highway. Especially nowadays with people texting and driving and all that bullshit.
Right.
But like, look, all right, so I've already told you 10,000 times it's chilly here like it is where Steve is, and who else said it was cold?
Right here in Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin's frozen. All right. So it's that time of the year again. I got my wife to carry in her car a couple extra sweatshirts, a couple of blankets,
Right.
and a couple of bottles of water. Prepping, that's right. Prepping said it was cold too. Just, I mean, it's not rocket scientist, right? You don't need to be a rocket scientist. Again, you know, she breaks down. She's got the sweatshirt. She's got blankets. She's got, you know what I mean?
The best thing for anybody in our climate is to visit some of the military surplus online stores. Those underwear, and man, I tell you what, it takes no space, weighs nothing, but that shit will keep you freaking warm, and you don't even have to have a bunch of layers on. You can have like a t-shirt and put one of those propylene tops, bottoms on.
Yep.
And you'll be roasting.
Is that? Do you think that's what? Because I watch these guys in football, right? These pros, and it's frigid, and they're out there trying to do a job where, you know, they're not shaking and they're not. And these guys don't even look like they're cold.
Look at your Leos. I mean, they pull somebody over. All they got on is their uniform. You know, right? They don't have heavy Eskimo coat or anything, parka stuff going on. They got polypro underneath that uniform. You can get it real heavy, you can get it medium, you can get it light. So it depends on, you know, the temperature range.
Yeah,
you want to stay dry, you want to stay warm, and that stuff will, you know, you can sweat, and it you know, it transiates the moisture right off your skin, right out the surface. And if you were to fall in a river or get rained on or whatever with this stuff, you can hang it up in like in half an hour. It's dry enough to put back on and be warm again.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna also look into that. Sandy said her high today was 49 degrees. It sucks. Sandy, if it was 49 degrees today here, I'd be in a friggin'. I would have walked out the door like this on the way to the gun range.
Right.
Dressed the way I was. Holy shit. Because with the wind was kicking up and everything else, ooh, was it chilly.
Well, what got me, it was sunny when I left the house. Yep. By the time I got to the gun range, it was cloudy and 32.
That's how it was here yesterday when I went to work. Yesterday morning, I go to work, it's like 46 degrees. At noontime, it was like freaking 29 or 30 or some bullshit like that.
Just a couple of weeks ago, it was 75, and it got down to 12.
Ooh. So, woo-wee.
It's changing, you know? In the January and December's not going to be looking too good. I think things are going to get really bad. And just like all this other crazy weather stuff that's going on around the world, I think we're in for it too.
You say we're due.
Yep. So I think we need to talk extra prep and stuff.
Absolutely.
You know, I look at so many places where it's like places that have been cold over decades and generations. I mean, they've pretty much wiped the landscape of any free timber whatsoever. So I don't know what comes next.
Good point. It's a good point. I mean, I'm amazed though, right? The climates that we live in, right? Even for those who live in a warm climate, I don't care. It doesn't really matter. But for those of us that live in the cold climate, right? I'm amazed of how many people don't prep. I'm amazed that they can't go more than 2 days. It's amazing to me. I mean, they don't even have like a Coleman camp stove with like 8 or 9 little fucking half pounders to quote unquote get by. They just, I don't know if it's a pride thing. I don't know if it's that's a beneath me type thing. I don't know, but it's these people that as soon as they put out the thing that my area here in Massachusetts is going to get 4 inches of snow. Okay, they're the people that are in the stores. You know.
Well, they're the people that never had the experience in their lives, so they've been in a box. You know, they've been sheltered. They've been spoiled. You know, they haven't been a part of Boy Scouts going out camping in the early spring when it's still like freezing at night and raining and all that crap, and you got to build a fire and you're just roughing it. You're not you don't have something plugged in to get warm.
Right.
You just haven't done look the
right on.
Campers and fifth wheels, whatever, and that's their idea of camping. It's like just a house on wheels, and it's ridiculous.
Yep.
You don't really get to experience any of it as it really is. You put the minimum stuff on your back, enough food for a couple days, some water, and you live like that for a week once. And see, that's when you really learn what the elements are really like and how life really is without the box. So that's where people are so inexperienced at even trying that, because they're being sold a different bill of goods on the side.
Right.
Like this is what you need.
And Tom brings up a great point. And the people think they're prepping stupid, right? And he's right. Or they give you this dirty look like, are you one of those weirdos? Yeah, I was one of those weirdos last week, or when the hell it was, 2 weeks ago, when we lost power that had a generator with fuel. I could didn't lose my food in my refrigerator. Wasn't going to anyway because I still have coolers I could have transferred that from and went and got ice. So that wasn't going to happen. But point being is that why people, Tom, I agree. I have no idea why people think it's stupid or why they look down on it. It's unreal. Now, I said this to you a couple weeks ago that, the only thing I don't have that I probably should have more of is H2O. But like I said, I'm almost at a comfort zone where it's not going to. You know what I'm saying, Steve? You know what I'm saying. You were almost in the same spot as me, right? I mean, you had enough to.
Yep.
You had enough to. You. I don't know. I don't understand. I just don't get people. So I have a camp stove. I got about fucking, I don't know, probably 8 to 10 of those half-pound, things for fuel, right? I have a what do you call it, stove?
I guess.
Yeah, one of the right. I have a stove. I have a two of the sterno. What do you call it? The sternos. I got so much shit that I could, Tom said people need to study living in the 18th and 19th century, and they lived and they'll see us by its two problem ways not brought knowledge. You're right. It's not, but they just, get the 20-pound adapter for your stove, Mike, always use from your grill. Yeah, I could do that too, prepping. Good idea. Very good idea.
Prepping is, there's different levels, so.
Right.
The other prepping part is like knowing your environment and say 5 miles from your point where you think you're going to remain as your dwelling or whatever, or you're going to have to bug out to a certain spot that you already kind of scoped out, pre-planned. You need to know what's around there as far as your resources. What can you and are allowed to get access to get more fuel, to build a shelter, to get water, to whatever. It's more
Hunt if need be.
planning type thing than just gathering this or that. You still have to be able to have a knack for gathering stuff as time
Right.
goes on, because you always deplete stuff and you don't have a store or some trading options available.
Yep.
Really hot.
And also wildlife. If you're going to be hunting, you're going to know, or even if you want to trap, small game, no, you're right. K-Bar user says, well, you can't buy a book and learn from people that lived in the Depression. Good example. Great example. But I understand what PG's saying. I don't have a bug out place to go to, so I would have to hunker in. But for those that do, PG's right. Do you have, is it where there's H2O? Is it, do you have fuel? Do you have, and I also agree with you that there's different levels of prepping. However, and this is why I think people look down at the prepping, because I think they think that anybody that preps is building a friggin' putting a shipping container in the ground and using it as a friggin' bunker.
Right.
Maybe going further than that they are anti-government or some kind of sovereign citizen or militia or all these things that are all thrown in this basket of this bad guy mentality that they're trying to paint a picture on. It's just like saying that all the are the same kind of people. It's ludicrous.
Right. Yeah. prepping. Great comment prepping to endure. And they did. He said, doomsday preppers screwed it for us. They did.
Most definitely.
That didn't help. That didn't. It was just building a castle, and seriously, stop. You know. My wife's like, Michael, they're building. I says, I know. I says, but what you don't understand, Gina, is that what happens when you work out in the yard with me, Gina? I said, you get what? She goes, you get wicked hungry. He goes, exactly. Because you're burning all them friggin' calories. Now you got to replace it all. And they just, I don't know. I didn't find that show. Maybe it's just me.
I thought it was a pretty good comedy myself.
Although the one guy that was on there, the redheaded guy, I've seen him, and he was teaching his kids how to make debris shelters and all that. And his son actually stayed in a debris shelter in the early spring or mid-spring or what have you. So it was still a chill in the air. And his son was young too. What is that guy's name? And I think he's on YouTube. But I think how do you guys feel? Do you think things should be like, when is it, like, you know, like I said, at the very minimal, I'm trying to help show my daughter the reasoning behind doing small stuff, right? For your emergency type shit.
Great.
But when do you think that it's the right, the right time? I don't know, but I don't have an answer to my own question.
You have an age group there of the age of major impression is between 4 and 7, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know the age range you're talking there, but
Right.
A clear understanding, maybe just giving some examples, situations first before actually saying, you need to do this or that. As reaching in the teenage years, I wouldn't hold back. I mean, why? Things can happen tomorrow, the next hour. There's no time to wait any further. When the unexpected is happens, it's no longer unexpected, and that's where we run into a lot of our troubles. We're not prepared, and we haven't planned for accepting it, dealing with it, and moving on. So,
yep.
Young minds are very impressionable as long as you do it the right way.
Yes.
Right. You're going to probably have some opposition to the public school system for the things that you want to teach your own children, but fuck them. That's why we're so fucked up. Because this whole thing has become, the state is the authority of what children are supposed to learn and know and follow, and top line to the state, and they're not to consider their parents as viable forms of their education anymore. I mean, it's totally screwed up.
Yep. You're right, Prepper. Make it fun and easy. Make it fun and interesting.
That's part of your own preparation, is to make sure they're on your side.
Right.
Because, kids go to school and say, the teacher asks, well, does your parents have any guns? Okay, what kind of question is that? Is your child want to be ready to say, I'm not willing to answer that question? There's no reason for you to get an answer from me about that. Or if they're not really tuned in by the parents, they could just volunteer information that was to their parents, right? That's how it's gone.
Absolutely. And the problem I have is that my wife goes to school. My wife teaches at the same school that my daughters go to school at. Okay. Now she talks to other teachers, and so they know I hunt and all that. And so one day I did. I grabbed my two daughters and I go, not just for school, just to anybody, other than the people that already know. You know what I'm saying? And so I said to him, I go, anybody ever ask you any questions about what happens in this house? I didn't even mention gun. I just said what happens in this house. Your comment is, go talk to my daddy.
Yep.
Peanut Scott says he spent $2,000 on one of those outdoor natural gas can't use propane generators 2 years ago. Only used it once for 5 hours. Last winter when it was hammered, he took out the utility pole.
Yeah, but that's how they're supposed to work. You buy them, you never need them. But if you don't have one, that shit's going to go out every other day.
Right.
Yep.
That's the first thing I said when I bought my big generator is now we're never going to need it.
But it's like when I was talking earlier, PNASCARs, right? About Tom's video and the redundancy of things in a bag. You lose one, the other one's in your bag, or whatever. You misplaced the one that's in your bag, and you got a lighter in your pocket. If it's for fire or what have you. I don't know.
See, quite personally, I like keeping my whatever I do here private. That way the neighbors aren't knocking on my door when they run out of batteries when the shit hits the fan.
Yep.
So I'm glad nobody knows what I do here, It's none of their darn business. Not that I wouldn't share, but it's a volunteer thing. If you're an idiot, I'm not going to let you die, but I'm not giving you my best cut of beef.
Right. But it's like PG was saying, if you're bugging out and you got a plan, what's your plan? What do you got?
I'm bugging in.
Myself too. And the cool part is I don't have to go very far to hit water. And so I can fish there. So it's not going to be that difficult, in my opinion, anyway. And so I'm not going to have an issue.
Well, sometimes you have to exercise some of these preparations. So you do a training method where you say, okay, kids, whatever, lights, circuit breaker is going to be thrown Friday evening and will not be back on till Monday morning. What do? You actually run through this exercise. So you learn it, you might pick up a few things that you didn't plan on, and you figure it all out, get it right. Maybe you want to do this every so often afterwards because you'll decide, hey, there's probably other things that are going to happen that we weren't ready for. It didn't happen in this little 48-hour training thing that we could see happening. We just don't know what it is yet. So maybe we want to try it again and again and again until we are comfortable. We have this all planned out. We have, we're ready for whatever comes away.
My unfortunate experience with not having power for 2.5 days it wasn't my unfortunate experience. It was my wife's because she was home all day with them. The kids didn't have their electronics. So my point being is I love your idea about saying, Friday night I'm going to kill the power and because I'll tell you what, they were lost. Daddy, what did you do when the power went out? You must have been just as upset as us that you couldn't play on your cell phone. As well, first of all, they didn't have cell phones back then. They were car phones. I said, but. Oh, excuse me. I said, but we didn't, I think we had one video game, Pong, whatever the hell it was called, on Atari, right? And Space Invaders. I said, but other than that, I says, we were always outside, and that's why I try to get my kids, I don't even care what they want to do. Get out of this house, get off your electronics. You don't have to hunt. You don't have to do this. Just get out of the house and do what you like to do.
Yep.
With the exception of being on your friggin',
That's one of the reasons I moved back to this neighborhood. I got everything I need within a quarter mile of me.
Yep. And Tom, I think it was, yeah, it is Tom. Tom said he had the, Tom's got the pond that he can draw his water from if need be. My thing about storing water is that I know if you put the tablets in there, it'll obviously help. But I don't know. I'm afraid to put any type of drug near my food or drink. That's just me.
You need water that's just available for other things, so you don't necessarily have to drink it.
Right.
And you're drinking all that now. If you're on city water, you're drinking chlorine and everything already.
No, bottled water for me. I can't drink this town water. It tastes like ass.
The water just came from another waste treatment plant in some other city.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, so it's the same shit. Just ran through a few more filters, maybe.
Yep.
You read the labels and you go back and you actually search where they actually came from. You'll find out shit. It's like, really, people are paying this much for one little container in a plastic container that leaches out other crap besides what's in the water, and when it gets out in the warm sun or heated up, it leaches out more of that crap.
Yep.
So all that stuff's good for you.
Yeah.
Better invest in your own filtration system, have a well, and do it yourself.
Yep, I'll stick to my well.
Yeah, but you have electric pump to your well, right?
Right.
Yep.
So you would need a generator out there, right?
Right.
You can have a cistern. You can have hand pumps.
Yep.
That's my well is actually shallow enough to put a hand pump on it.
Yeah, mine too.
Problem is that, well,
thing about staying in one place.
that's what I was gonna. Go ahead.
Prepping for water in that case is you use water besides drinking, so you need it for sanitarial issues, flushing toilets or taking baths or whatever. You're going to use a lot of that water for just that stuff alone. Washing clothes. So that stuff doesn't really matter. You can store that up all you want. It's just more convenient than pumping 10 gallons of water per person every day to take care of all these tasks.
Right.
About a half a gallon to 1 gallon per person per day to drink, if you're really drinking your water like you should be. But Mikey, I think you're not. But
Just Santi water.
Okay, well, we're drinking sodas before and saying you were thirsty.
Cat.
Yes, I had the Mountain Dew. Hey, I got a question for you guys. For the water, right? Those containers you can get in the the plastic containers with like the tin around them.
The cage.
Yeah. Right? You can get those and fill them with water, right?
As long as they're food grade.
But my point is what is the ratio for the tablets into gallons? You know what I'm saying? Like how many tablets do you put in? Let's say the thing is 200 gallons, 300 gallons, right? What's the ratio on the pills, on the tablets, to keep the water from...
It should tell you right on the package, so, you know, 1 pill per gallon or for 5 gallons, whichever.
Yeah, some people get, for that kind of volume of water, kind of get pool shock instead because it's cheaper. More effective for that volume of water.
Right. No, it's because I often wondered, you know, you obviously don't want your water going bad, so
Yeah, you want to have your stock of iodine so you can actually save versus getting those tablets.
Yeah. And besides, I think if you store water for a long period of time, you should probably boil it anyhow before you drink it, just in case.
Right, I agree.
You can boil it for 15 to 20 minutes just to be safe. Not just for the boil.
Unbelievable that bacteria and stuff can live that long.
It really is.
Some of it will not even boil away. And I'm talking like there's some bacteria that's so nasty. It's in machinery, chemical processing lines in some cases where it takes formaldehyde to kill the shit.
No kidding.
Yeah,
that's just spooky.
Yeah, that's scary.
I'm trying to read these. One tab. Oh, Tom says 1 tablet per quart. But chlorine bleach, 1 per quart.
1 drop per quart.
One. Yeah, what did I say? 1 quart. Sorry.
And also your 99.99% pure silver dollars are nice to put in a gallon of water as well. That will knock out a lot of stuff.
Right. Now, I've heard that about copper also.
Really?
Will kill off certain bacteria. Like if you use copper pipes in your house, it actually helps make your water cleaner. Of course, as long as you don't have lead solder.
Right.
The thing about viruses is you want, sub-micron filters. So I think the Sawyer filters, they have one that's less than 1 micron.
Right.
Very inexpensive, anywhere from $50 to $100, depending on how fast you want to filter the water. But those things are good for 1 million gallons of water. And everybody should have like extras of those just everywhere.
Right.
A cache somewhere off where you might bug out or whatever. Have one in your vehicle. They don't take that much space in their light, so yeah, it's just a $50 bill here and there over time. But you think of everything else that goes along with what that saves you. It's pennies. It's worth its weight in gold.
Right.
Peppermint Door says 278 gallons. They make liquid. Yeah. 1 tablet. Yeah, I did that one. Okay. All right. And you don't actually need the... another thing about the videos I love watching, if you don't have a huge containers for your water, obviously there's a bunch of videos that show people how to catch rainwater.
You ever taste rainwater though?
I have not.
Horrible tasting.
I have not. Up where I am in New Hampshire, my brother's point is like 250 down, 250 miles, jackass. 250 feet down the ground. But there are those people in the camp that A, don't have water, or B, they're using the jugs. I don't know. God bless them. I hated doing it when I was a kid. You know, but
right.
It needed to be done, and
I'd like to find a big dash of glass jugs.
Right. Yeah, I hear he's talking about the spell check. Don't worry about it. What else was I going to say? Or ask, actually, I should say. Oh, people had said to me about what if the food spoils? Well, the food spoils. The food spoils. However, if you get what is the name of that law? Oh, what the fuck? Anywho, there's a name for the law. What is the name of that freaking law? That's gonna bother me now. Oh well, it'll come to me. I hope anyway.
Is that mother-in-law?
What's that?
Speaking to the mother-in-law.
Yeah. Fuck. I forgot. It's all right. My bad. Gig Ryan says where he grew up, everyone's well around 300 feet down. Not sure around this part of town. Tom says rainwater has all the deal. Oh, God damn it. Stop moving on me.
Right, I agree.
Basically,
Yeah, it's still not safe. Right.
as the precipitation falls, there's bacteria floating in the air,
Right.
catching on the way down.
Right. Plus, if you believe in the chemtrails,
Gail wants to know would it take a lot of solar power to keep a well running? I would say no.
if it's a deep well, yes. I mean, it takes a lot of oomph to get that water up there. Water's heavy.
Right, but I'm assuming she meant on the way out. Let's find this out. Wouldn't you have to say that, Stevie? Wouldn't it be on the way out?
What's that?
What we were just talking about. Where's that arrow, Steve, so I can go back on the... Oh, there it is.
On the well, I would say it would take a lot of energy. I mean, to first get the motor running. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
not so
go ahead,
much
I'm sorry.
after that. Not so much after that, though.
The jet pumps work a little bit better. They actually pressurize the well and make the water squirt out on its own, unless you get lucky and find an artesian well. But it's like those little hand pumps. Mm-hmm. They'll only pump a well if it's like 30, 35 feet deep. Unless you can hook a hose to it and get it directly to the water. But if you just hook up to the big, 1.5 inch pipe or whatever, It won't pump it if it's too deep.
Good point.
See, I've actually thought about getting a power inverter and a couple of car batteries, well, or boat batteries, deep cycle batteries.
Yeah.
But you would need probably about, on your power inverter, at least about 3,000 or 5,000. You know, I mean, that way, you know, you do have the power.
Right. But I know most of the well in my neighborhood, the average well on the new ones is like 90 to 120 feet deep. And most of them are hooked up with a 220 powered pump.
Yeah.
I mean, a 110 would do it, but it'd have to work quite a lot harder.
Right. Yeah, I don't even know how big mine is. I mean, mine's submerged pump, so.
Right.
Well, the reason I think they're using a 220 is you got a pressure tank, so you got to have that build up enough to get the pressure in the system. You know, so all your plumbing gets enough adequate.
Yeah. Drippy. Slow.
Let me see this.
Maybe pumping out of the well just to get the water into a container would take less energy than trying to, you know, supply a house with its plumbing operations.
Oh, very true.
Right.
Oh, I don't know. I still think artesians are the way to go. Although sometimes those hand pumps are the best, because all you gotta do is prime it with a, you know, gallon jug and prime it, and there's all your water. Where I am in New Hampshire, our water has a lot of iodine in it. Well, excuse me, iron in it. And yeah, so like my kid brother used to work for a water purification place. So the people that live up there all year round, he put systems in for them. But for those of us that just going up there on the weekends or spending a week on vacation or what have you, they actually have, most of those people have wells, but like artesian, so you can drink it. But my mother was telling me, like, so it has iron in it. I'm like, I'm iron deficient anyways. I don't need it. I can just drink the water down the road and not have an issue. But it turns like the jugs. Some of the jugs, like the people on the front road, their water jugs are all friggin' rust colored, and it's disgusting, really.
You get thirsty enough.
Oh, I'd boil it if I had to. You know, I again, if you're going to be somewhere and you don't, you know, you need it, Stevie. That I don't know. That's my thought process on it. Right. Same thing with a stream or a river out in the middle of nowhere, right? You don't have the time to go follow the fucking stream, see where it's going. Is it beavers in it? Da 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 da. Right?
Yep.
I mean, now, are you taking a chance? Yeah, but you're also taking. And my argument to that is, are you taking a chance of not making it out of there because you're afraid to drink the water? Yes, you are. So you're taking a chance either way. You know, one's going to get you sick, could possibly get you sick, okay? And in the worst of the ways, by the way, for those who don't know.
Right.
That ain't no, oh, I got the runs, or, oh, I feel like I want to throw up bullshit. You're sick. But look on the bright side. You're not dead.
Right.
Okay? You're not dead. I don't know. And like I said, most people, if they listen to people on YouTube, right? If they listen to their brain and they have some kind of a conscience, they wouldn't be going in the woods without some kind of a filter system or like Tom said, right? The 5 C's, right? So they'll have a container to boil water. You know what I mean? I don't know. I've never gone in. Well, I've always smoked, right? So, but I can't. The only time I've ever went in the woods without being unprepared is, well, I mean, I get turned around sometimes up north, like I did last year, right? You guys remember that. But it's like, all right, so I got turned around in the woods. However, could I have spent the night? Yeah. Why? Because I can build a fire the size of this living room that I'm sitting in if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? I had the means to do that. I don't know. Should I have carried a compass? Yeah. Because I can't use anything on an app because I didn't have cell phone service to begin with. So, an app isn't going to help me up where I go. A compass would have. Exactly, K-Bar. Carry a soil filter system with you. It just amazes me, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. And again, I'm no rocket scientist. I'm no freaking genius. I'm no friggin', Bear Grylls or any of that bullshit.
Right.
I'm just a guy that, loves the outdoors and goes in the woods and expects to get back.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gear, I'll try not to get lost this trip.
Hey, PG, I got a question for you. You seem to be a little bit more up on it than me. How do you feel about those UV straws?
Oh, cool.
Liquid work fine. It's not going to filter out particles, right?
Right.
So, is it still better than right out of the stream?
Now, who makes the straws?
I couldn't tell you. Now they call it a straw. You actually don't suck through it. What you do, you put your water in a water bottle and then you stir it with the UV light.
Right.
For so many seconds or whatever, and it's supposed to kill bacteria and what have you.
Well, I don't have a lab to find out, and I don't want to find out really something unless it's been proven. If it's something that let's say the military uses, backs it up, then sure.
Right.
I don't know.
So
I would really
we actually
means.
Right. We actually have a water a bottle. It's actually, they use tap water, but it's a water machine at work that uses UV light. When you push the button to turn it on, the little light comes on and exposes it to UV light, and it's supposed to kill all the bacteria.
Well, it should be effective, but I would like to filter that stuff out.
Yeah. I don't know. You drink enough dead amoebas, maybe there's good protein in it.
I've seen water treatment plants, though. I mean, where there is good bacteria. There's good and bad, but I was shocked. But
Yeah, that's actually true. I mean, your gut flora is made of beneficial bacteria that if you didn't have it, you wouldn't digest any food. You'd frickin' die. So, yeah, there's
right.
different bacteria or intelligent bacteria or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was really shocked to learn that.
With the UV, you start having, if you're talking taking something with you, then you have another technological complication there that could fail.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Good point.
That's why I say conventional means. The things you know and trust and have always worked with very little complexity is what you want to stay with.
Well, I think they're more geared towards a guy who's going like to Alaska on a caribou hunting trip or whatever. So he can fill his water bottle in a creek for, 6 to 8 days,
Yeah, but there's so many other things out there that could do the same thing. So it's just somebody trying to sell something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's just another
that's
thing.
true too.
That's the thing that's also hijacked the prepper movement is the commercialization and taking advantage of and all this shit that gets people sucked into buying all these products and they make a big profit of it. It's like back when Y2K was the peak with all this stuff. You talk about prep time, that was when it really was, and then ever since then it's just going downhill in comparison.
Right. I don't know. I'll probably die of a nicotine coma anyhow if I run out of smoke. So,
Right.
what the hell kind of water do I care if I drink?
Right. I saw a video one time. A guy took a regular drinking straw and took a cigarette filter and stuck it in there. Used it for a water filter.
Really?
That'd get particulate out, but I don't think it's fine enough to get bacteria.
Right.
Was it a used filter or a new filter?
Yeah, it looked kind of new, but it didn't have that yellow tint to it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But here's another thing, right? I don't know the exact way to do it, but I was also told in an emergency, you don't need the second one. So you can, you guys have seen it. I know you have, with sand and charcoal purifying water. I've also seen videos, and these are people like the one was he wasn't like an expert on whatever, but he said obviously if you don't have the charcoal, he said you could use char from your fire if if you had a fire. He says, but if let's say you don't have any charcoal at all, he says you can use gravel, right, in a t-shirt. But do the process like 10 times or so. And he said that gets, the vast majority. It's not going to get it all. But it'll get the vast majority of it out of there. And again, he said only in a, you need to hydrate yourself or you're going to friggin' die type deal,
You could make your own charcoal, but you need to use, which we probably wouldn't have easily as available as coconut shells, burnt coconut shells, or some plant or something like that. You don't want to use a frickin' tree because when you burn any of those things, there's all kinds of toxins in there still.
Yeah, the resins and yep. But like I said before, it's is it going to save your life to get you out of the woods? Then do it. That's how I look.
Be careful using charcoal from a campfire that you don't get a bunch of the ash in there. Because that's how you make lye, is dumping water through the wood ash. So that wouldn't be good.
Talk about burn, man.
Yeah.
Right. Tom says here's how to find it. Soft dirt or sand along the creek. Dig a hole next to the stream, let it fill up, and it's filtered.
Yep.
Yep. Coyote well, yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, I mean, it's, you know what I hate? I hate when you buy the wrong snack. When you pick up a buffalo chicken snack and it's meatballs instead. I hate that. I hate when I do that.
It's like thinking Coke and you're drinking milk.
Right. And I'm drinking water again.
Yeah.
That's because I won't drink milk. Oaks and cherry, or hardwood. Hardwood, I believe, prepping. Please don't quote me on it, though. But yeah, I forget the process. I believe if you have charcoal, regular charcoal, that is, I believe it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, right? So it's, yeah. So it's what? It's sand, charcoal, sand, charcoal, sand. It ends with sand, right? Yeah, it ends with sand. And then they say it's okay. But
you still want to boil it.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I still am.
So that comes down to the part where just have a small vessel which you can put over coals or whatever, fire, so you can actually boil the water. You can't just boil it in anything, of course.
Right.
You go out in the woods, you have like a cook kit or something like that. You got your cup or a pan or something like that to do that stuff with.
Right. Man, that's hard to believe, though, that you need to boil it for that long.
Yep. What's it, 15 minutes, right?
Yep.
I was watching Naked and Afraid the other night. Okay. And this guy and a girl, obviously guy and a girl, right? Guy and a girl come across this small pond, right? And it's covered in nothing but algae, pollen. It's green. It's fucking green. Okay. And the guy says, yeah, you can drink out of
Good luck with that.
She's puking her brains out 5 minutes after she drank it. So he's a former not a SEAL, Ranger. Anyways, he's in former service member, but in a so like he was like an elite group, right? One of the elite thing. Anywho, so neither one of them bring a fire starter. So he says, I'll use, I'll make a hearth board and do that. Couldn't light a fire. She says, hang on. She had a, what the hell did she have? Not binoculars. I don't know. She had some kind of glass with her, whatever. She poked out the thing. Used the lens. Made a fire. Here's this girl that's, 100 pounds soaking wet. And here's this guy that was in the service that said, don't worry about nothing. I'll take care of everything. You couldn't pay me to drink that water. I don't care if the friggin' producer said, please drink that water, we'll give you your own Discovery show. You ain't drinking it. I ain't drinking that water after it boiled 25 minutes. You know, you boil it, let it cool, get all the friggin' foam and scum off of that, right? And then reboil it, right? I'm still not drinking it.
Well, that's where the filters come in.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I am not. No way. You know? It was funny. I'm up in the White Mountains in New Hampshire. And we're having a good time and everything. It's like 100. And the Swift River runs in. Anywho, I'm like this. And they're like, you can drink this water? I go, of course you can. And they're like, how do you know? I said, I've been doing it ever since I was old enough to come down on this thing by myself. And, I goes, this is a mountain river. I says, you see the snow? See, that's where the snow used to be. That's what you're drinking now.
Yeah, the snow with all the little thingamabobbies growing in it, and
right,
bacteria's growing in it, and fleas.
No, you can though. You can drink right out of the river up there. A bunch of them you can. North though. Not around where I am. Hell to the no. You know, not the southern New Hampshire, but northern New Hampshire you can.
Well, I bet you 50 cents that water had almost as much crap in it as that pond.
We have a spring up where I am in New Hampshire. We have a spring that empties into the lake, believe it or not. Go figure that out, right? So we're on the beach, and it's what, end of July, middle of July. It's about 80. Probably rained, a week or so, whatever, 4 days prior. So it's not runoff. And we're standing on the beach, and I'm like, what is that? And I'm like, where's the water coming from? So it comes off our land, crosses the road, right? Goes onto the beach. Not like on the beach, on top of the beach, under the, okay? And it goes into the lake. But it's not runoff. How the fuck can that be?
It's called the artesian spring.
It's underground aquifers.
And I drink that water with no problem whatsoever. Because it's, how can it be bad if it's under the ground?
Well, as long as it doesn't run through a dump.
No.
Hey.
No, it comes off our land. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And there's no, nobody in that area, that part of, where it's coming from. Nobody in that area has ever had an outhouse or anything like that bullshit, All right, Tom, good seeing you. We're probably going to get out of here pretty quick, too. It's getting late.
Yeah, I got to get out of here.
All right.
Yeah.
Must be getting old.
You're right. You got to disinfect it. What's that?
I must be getting old. I can't pull the all-nighters no more.
Right. We're all getting old, Stevie. It's just some doing it quicker than others.
Right.
like you.
Yeah,
You know.
Exactly.
keep having birthdays, damn it.
Yeah, well, the alternative to that is not having birthdays, Steve. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, see that you pissed off Gear. Gear said it's early.
See
that?
You would say that at 4 in the morning.
You pissed off Gear. Great. Guy's been around forever.
Mm-hmm.
What's that, Groove?
I said Gear always says that.
Yep. There you go. Piss Gear off. Guy's been on this job forever. Now you're going to piss him off. You're never going to come back.
Well, better be pissed off than pissed on.
Depending upon who's doing the pissing.
Right.
That's a whole different channel.
All right, you guys, listen, we're going to get out of here. Thanks a million for being with us on a Saturday, not a Friday. Had a lot of fun. It was great to see PG in here tonight. Great to have Groove back with us tonight. Stump, apparently your phone didn't charge well enough. I'm sorry, did I say that out loud? I gotta remember not to do that shit. It was great to see K-Bar user Craig Dweller came in. Good to see all of you in here tonight.
Right on. Nice to meet you, PG. And once again, in person or semi-in person.
Exactly.
For that beautiful cutting implement.
And you guys put it on your calendar. Don't forget. Don't forget. Don't forget. The Friday after Thanksgiving, there will be a Quagmire on a Friday night, but skip 2 weeks because I'm not going to be around. All right.
Enjoy, Mike.
So we'll see you next week. And it'll probably be on a Friday. We'll see how this week goes.
Night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Ciao.